Hello.
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 We're going in.
Oh, baby.
We're here. We're in the room. Recap.
Oh,
we're moving on fast.
I
Recap.
was hoping for sex.
Whose go is it?
Recap.
I think last week I forgot it was me, and then I painstakingly stumbled my way through it.
Okay, I guess it's me. Welcome to 5Darps. What's this all called again?
We are currently in Duelist in Paris.
Okay. We're in the Duelists in Paris arc, and you get into trouble while you're in Paris. You see, we wanted to cause a blackout, not like the song, but an actual blackout. So the groups were split into two different groups. So we flashed back and we went to Taliesin and Benny. You see, they had to figure out their pathing, like how can they not get caught, And through that pathing, they went to the Eggs and Bakey for a bit, just to be casual about it. Had a little talk with, I believe, Rhino at some point.
They didn't talk.
Oh, they had their attention. Yeah. No, they didn't talk. They had some people's attentions. So Carter was there, but they looked, but no one fully stayed there. People are still working. They walked in, then they were like, oh, this is bad, then they walked out. So, that's not suspicious. That's not sus. Sometimes you walk into a restaurant, then you just walk out. Some people just
You're not hungry anymore.
Yeah, sometimes you're not hungry anymore. With that, they made their way to the gazebo/park area. You see, items on this map are actually bigger than they are on the map. So this little bush here is an actual let me draw it. This bit is an actual big ass.
Like if you look at it, this square here is supposed to be the tower. That is the academy building. This is supposed to be up there. And several 100 people can fit in there. So this tree is pretty big.
It's a really big tree. It's a big tree, tree.
It's dual hill.
Whole thing. Anyway, with that, the two of them were like, okay, let's continue on. And then a blackout occurred. And, as you do, they were like, we did the blackout. Hold up, we didn't do the blackout. Well, let's figure out what's going on. So, Taliesin they were all going to head to the area. However, there was also a chance/risk that someone might try and attack, Miss Kaufman. So the two groups were split up. So Taliesin went solo to an area, to the maintenance area, to the electrical area, the security room. He went solo. Meanwhile, Benny went with, what's her name again? Jem, yeah. They went together to get Miss Kaufman and then try and leave, As they were leaving, Benny got a feeling that something might be wrong. However, he attributed that feeling to that might be something wrong in terms of someone chasing us. So he left. Taliesin will not be back after. Taliesin will be back after Avengers Endgame. Anyway,
I can't believe Taliesin died.
I've got an idea. Let's leave.
Yep. So they left. Eventually, the groups reunited and they were like, we did a great job. And Benny was like, no, that wasn't us. Taliesin was going to check it out. I had a strange feeling, but I came back here because I thought this feeling was chasing us. So with that information, we were like, let's try to go see Taliesin. Where's he at? But we probably need to get a teacher with us. And there was only one teacher available in the darkest hour, in the blackest of nights. One second, let me get the Green Lantern oath while we get him over.
In darkest days and blackest nights, no evil shall escape our sights. And let those who worship evil's might.
Beware my power, Green Lantern's light. As he went to the Green Lantern himself, Mr. Hope, the one who's inspiring the students.
Mr. Hope.
Mr. Hope.
Price Hope. Yes, Hope is his last name in this universe.
I don't know why my legal name is Good Guy, but
Price Hope Good Guy. It's like Soul Bad Guy, Anyway, we met up with Price Hope Good Guy. We just gotta call him Price for short now. But yeah, we met up with him and we were like, hey, our friend's gone missing. And he was like, as someone who's taken up the Green Lantern's oath, no evil shall escape my sight. So beware my power, Green Lantern's might. Come on, kids, let's go. So we went
I
with
love this
price.
universe where he's a Green Lantern role player.
Typical novice says, "Does that make the other price despair bad guy?"
Yes,
Yeah.
Price the Spare bad guy. Yeah, he's a Black Lantern in that universe.
Oh, we should have seen
No,
with
no,
the
he's
yellow,
a yellow
and all
Lantern.
that.
He's Sinestro Corpse. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, we went over with good guy Price to the area, and we saw O'Donnell and what was the other guy's name? He's with us now. What's his name?
Rayman.
Rayman.
Rayman, defender of women.
Rayman, defender of women. The most good guy of good guys. He was in a bad situation because he was in a bad crowd with O'Donnell, and he was aware of O'Donnell's situation. He's just been trying to gather information to give to good guy Price. His story and lore is so deep.
He's not a red lantern, he's a raw lantern.
No, raw lantern.
Anyway,
so with good guy Price on our side, we spoke with O'Donnell, and O'Donnell was like, "This is a nice view. You see the blackout? There's a whole wide blackout. Talisman? I don't know a talisman." And Price was like, "Is Mr. Price going to have to choke a bitch?" And then he grabbed O'Donnell and dangled him off the edge. As he said, "O'Donnell, I took a very specific oath." In the brightest days, the darkest of nights, those people shall escape my sight. That those who worship evil's might will fall off this whole fucking bridge, Green Lantern's light.
He didn't say that. He didn't say
How
all
would
that.
you know?
Anyway, O'Donnell was like, "Fuck a Green Lantern, I need to tell him everything." As O'Donnell spilled the beans on everything. As we also learned about, his relationship drama.
if we look over here, we have new token for Bridget.
Her.
Yeah.
We learned about Bridget some more, and O'Donnell was like, "Fine, I'll just break up with her." And Price was like, "Well, I'm gonna let you go now." And O'Donnell was like, "Oh, that's great." And then he realized there was no ground underneath him, as O'Donnell fell to his death. However, this is Price.
How did he have time to write "uh-oh" on a sign and show it to the screen?
However, this is Price H good guy, and there was a net on the ground because Green Lanterns don't let people die. As he turned around to everyone, "Rayman, defender of women, you must assist these people." As Rayman was like, "Understandable, let's go." As we all made our way to the Obelisk Dome. At the Obelisk Dome, Price was like, "I took a very specific oath." I won't repeat it because we already know it. However, he was like, "If I went in there, I would have to arrest him, like every Green Lantern would. However, if you guys want to go in there and handle it yourself, handle all business like how you guys would do."
I love how Price
do that.
literally walks up to these guys and goes, "Hey, if I go in there, I have to punish them to the fullest extent of what the school allows. If you want to do something else, get in there."
If you want to blow him up.
If you want to fuck them up, just go in there, and I'll be like, "Oh no, I arrived late."
Anyone
I
with
have a
possible
very specific
deniability.
I have mentalities that I'm glad went to heroism. Oh, imagine if I was evil.
Imagine if all of these thoughts and things that I have inside me was used for evil. That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Imagine if I tossed students off of things and there wasn't a net below them. Gregor.
Imagine if I tossed students off of cliffs and there wasn't a net.
I love that we can see just how bad he can actually be, and what is him and what is not him.
Anyway, we went inside and we met one of the most despicable human beings of all time. I forgot.
O'Donnell? We already met him though.
No, the second most. Actually, she ain't even that bad.
And
What's
Valerie.
her name again? Yeah, Valerie. We met Valerie. She's kind of like a typical mean girl, but also.
Oh, you still think of them as people? That's why. That's where our mistake was.
Oh, good. They're fictional. This ain't that deep. I get to make Price say the Green Lantern oath multiple times. I'm fine.
They've lost living privileges.
Very well. Anyway, so Valerie was there, and Valerie, she is not like, she really ain't like, the nicest people. We went up to her, we were like, "Hey, we're gonna go see our friend," and she was like, "I took a very specific oath." With blood and rage of crimson red, we fill men's soul with darkest dread, and twist your minds to pain and hate. We'll burn you all. That's your fate. As we found out, oh no, she's a Red Lantern. That explains her crazy ass behavior. And she was like, "You guys can go up the elevator, but you know something bad will happen. Oh, you guys can take the stairs." And we're like, "No, the stairs are filled with lube, so we're gonna take the elevator." And she was like, laughing all evilly, like the Joker having one bad day. Anyway, we took the elevator up, and then there were 4 people there. I forgot each of their names. Valentino, equal rights, equal fights.
Valentino, he's doing great.
Yeah, he looked at Rayman and was like, "I understand," and stepped away from this fight. This was not his fight. However, the 4 of them decide to fight the group. They all lost. One of them just gave up midway through as the rest of the team were charging their ults. However, Gregor was banging on the door. We got the door open. We saw Towson on the ground, beaten, bloody, deal this damage, and cards missing. As we go to a flashback. Normally with flashbacks we would have the Naruto swing music, you know. However, this is not one of those flashbacks. It's one of those bad flashbacks. So insert the Dragon Ball Z kind of flashbacks. Yeah, just a lot of yelling. Anyway, Vincent was like, "Hey, Taliesin, you see, I took a very specific oath."
Hold on.
What's mine is mine is mine. What's mine is mine is mine.
Hold on.
The Orange Lantern.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, what did you do?
You said DBZ. You said DBZ music for the
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. One second. Let me see if Young Bus working for me. She ain't, but we'll continue anyway. Dragon Ball Z background music. Anyway, Vincent was like, "Telson, I'm aware that you're aware that I'm aware that the universe has changed. Are you aware of that?" And Telson was like, "I'm aware that you're aware that I'm aware that you're aware that the universe changed, but I'm not gonna say yes or no to that." And Vincent was like, "I'm aware that you're aware that I'm aware that you're aware that I'm aware, and we're at an impasse right now. So here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna make all of the Sliffers lose because I think it'll be funny, you know, for the lols, you know? Like before I came to the academy, I was a YouTube prankster. And you know, Telson was like,
he would.
"Oh, you're the worst kind of people." And he was like, "I know. Just think Logan Paul, but worse somehow." Anyway, he was like,
he didn't delete the suicide force, and also.
"Oh no."
You see, he didn't apologize after.
Yeah. Vincent was like, "Hey, so I own the city here. And you see, my family doesn't like your family, Taliesin. So we've kidnapped your sister. So if you want her back, you gotta do what I say. I'm gonna make you my bitch." And Taliesin was like, "I'm Taliesin fucking Schroeder, currently. Previously Taliesin fucking Blight. And I'm no one's bitch." And then, you know, Vincent was like, "Damn, that's a shame. And do you have spirits in your deck?" And Telson was like, "Nah." And he was like, Vincent was like, "This card looks fancy, you know, looks pretty strong. I'm gonna take it. It's mine's now, you know?" And Telson was like, "Damn, are you British or something? Because you just colonialized my whole deck." And Vincent was like, "I have blonde hair and blue eyes. Of course I'm fucking British." Anyway, he took his deck, destroyed his duel disc, and then he left, and Taliesin fell unconscious, waking up to Gregor trying to help him up, and the rest of the gang being here around him. Everyone made their way back, and Taliesin was like, they took her. They took her.
Took my kids, they took my neck.
They took everything from me. As insert John Wick music. Anyway, we started to make our way. However, Valentina gave us some information, which was, "Hey, you know that friend of yours, Leia? She's most likely in the pyramid. Because you see, when Vincent and Valerie make a deal, you don't refuse those deals. I don't know what's happening to her, but you know, well, GG." We were like, thank you, Vincent Valentino. Equal rights, equal fights. You truly respect women. We shall all leave, including you, Rayman. And Rayman was like, yes, I shall leave because my job here is done. As they all left together. We made our way back to the dorm, and we took Taliesin in as we gave a debriefing on what happened. Caitlin decided to wait a little bit so she could get some information about the speed duel, and we found out there's a certain person who was interested in a certain Kenneth. And you know, while this story had a lot of downsides, the upside is Kenneth and Rhea are fucking. So that's what happened.
True.
Yes, that is the takeaway. 100% the takeaway for that.
I agree.
Hey, it's the takeaway I'm taking.
Took him away.
Yeah. So now Taliesin is kind of angry in his bed, and we're most likely gonna be working with good guy H. Price because you know he's here to just help us, and we'll be having a field trip when we wake up. For right now, we must rest. And Gregor went to go see his mom. As I believe Benny went to go to talk to Professor Wells about how they can't go into his mind palace yet, so we're gonna have to just do a rain check on that.
Nope,
and
they're doing it
was
now.
making her way back. Oh wait, they're doing
right
it now.
We're doing it
Okay.
live.
They're doing it live. Yeah, scratch that. They're doing it live. You see, Professor Wells was like, "I took an oath. I've forgotten it though."
I've forgotten my oath, but I took it.
With great
Y'all
power
using my
comes
fan
great Gotham City. Wait.
That's a pretty good oath. I like that oath.
You see, when I was younger, my parents got shot in a street called Crime Alley,
Oh no.
and I strolled the nights of Neo Domino
Oh,
as
he's from the Eclipse. That's
Bubble
cool.
Man.
Has elemental hero Bubble Man.
I lost all my money.
Oh,
So now I
do you do bubbles because they're peaceful? No, I use bubbles because it brings me great fear. So I thought I'd use that fear on criminals. Why are you scared of bubbles? I'd use that fear on villains.
My parents got killed by bubbles.
Sorrel, how could you?
I'm
So-
sorry, it was so easy.
No. I think Zarel has to move up that list that we made.
He's gotta go on the scale.
Guys, wonderful job. Wonderful job. I think that for that little thing there, I will give you. Do you want Woonities or do you want Go Coins?
I would like to roll on the gacha.
Okay, you can roll on one of these two gachas. Which one do you want to roll on?
Okay. I will. One or two. Can I go big gacha?
Yeah, go ahead.
I shall show. Oh, 1 sec. I need a pet.
You have to
Let me
pet
do
ruler.
Pet. Yeah.
Good
pet
job.
ruler.
Good
Pet
job.
ruler. I shuffle.
Hi, Zion.
Draw.
Hey, you get the coin.
Hey.
Thank you, Zion.
Two.
I did that.
Whenever you want to use the coin, we will activate one of those two effects.
Okay.
Basically,
You know, we can do it now. Let's do it live.
you want to do it now? You want to
do it now.
use the coin now? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I need
Here
to flip a
is
coin,
a
right?
coin.
Yeah.
If you flip this coin and get heads, you can choose a card you've seen before and gain its effects.
Yeah.
If it lands on tails, I can choose a negative card from all of the cards, a negative effect from all of the cards.
Cool. So I'm looking for heads.
There's a lot more. Nah, there's other ones.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
It doesn't have to be the one you've seen. Ah,
Heads.
damn.
I shall pick.
You can choose any of the Yu-Gi-Oh specific ones.
I'll feed you.
You can choose any of the Yu-Gi-Oh specific ones, or you can choose any of the karma cards.
But do I have to roll for the effects for those, right?
Nope. You choose a. Let me look. Da-da-da-da. Yes, you do have to choose for the karma cards. I mean, not choose. You have to
Okay.
roll for the karma cards because you don't get to choose what the effect is.
Okay, then I have a plan. I have
you
a
want me to do?
4D chess move. Just
What do you
give me
want
to do?
1
Alright, let's
second
see it.
before I do it.
Just give me 1 second while I look at all these actually and see if they're any good.
But I always just choose
I
the
have
ones
an
that aren't
idea.
encumber cards because they don't have to roll.
Yeah. So
Here's
what
the
I'm
effect.
thinking is, Cup might be good for the future.
Whenever we make more karma cards, because I want to make like the opposite of the red cards. I want to make like maybe like blue cards.
Ooh.
And whenever we do that, I might actually just take some of the effects we have on these and just throw them on there.
Well, that might be good. Yeah.
Ooh.
So I'm thinking either Cup or Hope, because Hope gives me a good effect of a karma card if I choose.
You
I'm
draw
just
from
like,
the karma deck,
what-
and the default is a good effect, but you can choose a neutral effect if you prefer. And what was the other
yeah,
one?
let's go Hope. Let's just go Hope. you
Okay,
know?
yeah, you can do Hope.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll
let's
me
pick
on
from
the karma
deck. Shuffle. Where's shuffle? Shuffle. I draw. I pick.
The misfortune.
Yeah.
We have seen the misfortune effects. Have you seen the good? You have. You keep this card and you cause any one roll made by the enemy to turn into a critical failure, or you can roll a d20 on a 12 or higher. You can, oh nope, this is one of the ones you can only have the one effect, unless you want the bad effect. There you go.
I'll take the good effect. There we go.
You can
I can
choose
scroll
any
over
roll.
enemies.
Any roll made by an enemy, you can turn into a critical failure.
Yeah.
So
Very
you're
nice, very
saying
good.
if I recap, I'll be able to. Well, I'm not very good at recap. Never mind.
If anybody wants to do recaps, they can draw from the gotcha if they want. I've
I
decided.
like how we're adding gambling incentives now.
Sama,
It's
What's up?
working.
could you come here, please? I would like a thing.
I'm over here. I'm over here. What are you doing? What's happening?
Would it be too much to ask to turn these two into these two?
Sure.
All right, but
Yay.
you have to do recap next time.
Thank you very much.
Emerald will not be here, I think.
Yeah, I think next week we're not going to have an emerald if we have game.
Yeah, you won't have me. It's very sad that you have me this week, so that's good.
I should have just let you get captured by that guy. It would have been perfect.
That would have been
Honestly,
I mean, you still could
yeah.
have me still captured again.
It would
Yeah,
be.
I
It
can
would have been very
captured
funny.
again.
I can't believe someone's gonna crawl into your guys' dorm tonight and fucking steal Tally.
Listen, yeah.
It would be very funny. Now, what do I take?
It would be
out
very
to get
funny. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Let's see.
No, you're gonna be in plenty of danger in the eclipse. Don't worry.
Sorry.
Let's see.
Grenade. You will
here, I
experience
guess.
With all that being said,
Mhm.
Yeah?
Today may be interesting. Lots of fun things in store. Because it's very fun, let's go ahead and go to not Electric Rose or Burial Chamber. Let's go to Ebb and Flow, I think. Yeah. Because we're going to start off first with Gregor.
Well,
Gregor, you and Jim started marching your way through the forest. You guys are going to bring a couple of cushions and a chair over for your mother. Bringing some things over here so that they can set things up, get settled. Upon you guys making your way here, you do find that coming down on the elevator, you see that things have changed on the inside of this place.
okay. All right. What has she been doing?
You see that Roulette is just sort of over here watching as she had made her way up to come and get you guys and go down. You see over with Amalia, they have a bunch of cards scattered in front of them. As they seem to just be sitting on the ground looking at a bunch of cards in front of them.
On a deck?
Oh, hey, Gregor. I was trying to see what all the hubbub was about.
On card games or about? Oh yeah. By the way, your chair. And
You
the
look
cushions.
down as you see that there are some relatively rare cards in front of her.
Damn.
As she just sort of looks back over at you, it's like,
Oh, you got some pretty rare cards in there, actually.
Oh, yes, I told her to give me the best ones.
You told. He gave it to you?
No, Gregor, they didn't give them to me. I paid for them.
Usually did you have to like gamble relentlessly for that?
Gamble?
That's how like cards. I mean, you get them in packs. You have to pull through them and see if you get a
Gregor,
good one.
nothing's a gamble if you have enough. She motions over toward where this section is. She motions over toward where like the hallway over here is. You look over as you see what appears to be a stack of like card packs that have been opened. It's not a gamble if you have enough, sweetie.
Like, have you been draining Phantom Mom's account, or like, this is just you?
I'm not entirely sure what it means. Perhaps we have separate accounts, or perhaps not.
Yeah,
but
I'm not sure.
My card seems to work.
No, that's good. At least you have.
I'm certain she has her own, and this isn't something that was connected to a bank or anything. This is mostly just the money that I have on me, the small amount as it was. But I do think that with this, I might be able to make something going on here.
Oh no, you're definitely, you got something here right now.
I'm still trying to
some
figure
pretty
it
strong
out.
cards you can get a foothold in.
Some of them seem to have cute faces, I suppose.
What are you trying to build?
She says, as she says, some of them seem to look cute. She lifts up what appears to be tentacle slime chimera.
They are the same fucking person, and no one will ever know except for Gregor.
Thinking I might make something with these. I don't know why they
That's
seem
an
to be.
interesting looking BC.
When it comes to it, a bunch of these little slime things look pretty interesting.
You seem to have a lot of effects that you can pay him back later. They all work in these like these vials. The more you have, the more effects you can pop off of them. It's pretty interesting.
That's what Roulette said. She said that with using the vials and using these chimeras, I would always have options no matter what I did, and I like to make sure I do something like that. It seems a lot more my style to always have something in the back burner.
Well, they're literally in the back burner, so that definitely that's pretty good. You want to make a slime deck? I think you can rock it.
We'll see. Currently, whenever I got something that wasn't a slime, I just gave it back to her and she gave me more money.
You can do that?
It's not very lucrative for you to give me back my cards and I give you less than what you got paid for it. But in the end, it let me open more packs, so.
Oh no, I get it. just as a point of reference, I pull out what is just Gregor's own hand of extra cards, just easily like 2 handsfuls worth. Could have been traded this whole time.
If you want to hand them over, yeah, I suppose.
I'll have to tell the team.
I have to tell them. I gotta let them know. Just like other
options.
Just like other dealers, I get power and I get ability from collecting cards and from selling cards. So your mother's actually been extremely helpful to me.
Oh, that's good to know. Better in this the whole pile and everything. You should be more than set.
I haven't been helpful. I've just been doing what has been made here. She also doesn't like saying that she's done anything to help, despite her doing things to help.
Oh, you've done a very profitable deal right here.
Mostly, I've just been doing what we've all been doing. They have a product, I buy the product. I sell them back the product I don't need, and I buy more product.
You say it like that, it sounds very logical and sound. I'm taking that into my mind now and hoping to learn about it.
So you think these are something I could work with?
Ah.
Interesting.
But you just need to get more of the same, and then you start getting the cards that are really good, and you pile those up at the top.
So I'm looking for essence vials, slimes, chimeras, and suppose that's about it. Alchemy. Understood. Now, You brought me a chair, I see, and some cushions.
And some cushions, yeah.
And you brought a woman here. Hello.
Her name's Jem.
Hi, I'm Jem.
You wanted to come with.
I know you. If you want to refer to yourself as Jem, that's fine. She keeps going through the cards in front of her. Honestly, it's very good for you, Gregor.
Yeah?
If you're dating somebody on the class that you have here, I'm sure that whenever things are said and done at the end, we'll have many different business opportunities lined up for us.
Oh, I'm not dating a...
Yeah, we're not dating right now.
Oh, no.
Well, you'll do better than Piper, so I'll give you off to the failed one.
There's time left. You have around 2 more years after this year, so who knows? Try to make as many connections as you can, though.
I can do that.
Though to be fair, depending on what happens outside, maybe we don't need to worry about that. I don't put too much pressure on you, do I, Gregor?
Pressure. Well, when I first met you, you were a little scary.
Yeah?
But
Why was that?
I'm a big boy. Very forward.
Forward.
You have things done and you get them pretty efficiently, and that's pretty scary. But I mean, I've mostly been living my life just kind of doing my own thing in the eclipse.
Well, your father understood a lot of things going and working for me as he did, but when it comes to you, you're getting thrust into a world that you weren't recognized, what you weren't ready for. So I'm sorry if I have been a little bit hard on you. I don't mean to be like her. I don't mean to be more ruthless than I am. Seeing and feeling just the ability of that other me makes me wonder how I'm seen from other people. If I see her as terrifying, does that mean that you see me as terrifying? That's just what was on my mind.
And sometimes you can be, but I mean, getting to talk to you and getting to talk to you and Dad and seeing how you two trust each other, it's made that a lot easier for me. Please.
And you are fine with it then, with me putting some pressure on you?
I think some pressure is necessary. It's good for getting things done. If I haven't squealed, it's because I haven't broken yet.
I will take it as that then, as long as you're fine with it.
I can take some of it. It's good. It's good either way. Kind of roll things as you know them, right? You're very forward, and that's who you are. But as long as you can modulate that, if that happens to be a problem, then that ends up working out for people.
I wonder.
I myself am not the most upright person. Yeah, I understand that I may have messed up when we first met. Jail, because that's where I was. But in the end, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? And you still saved my butt, all things considered.
She seems to smile at you. From what he's shown me, you resemble your mother quite a lot. Yeah. I think that from the stories he tells and from what I've heard from you and seen from you so far, you're someone that has their own way of doing things. Just like her. And I think I'll be happy as long as I can just keep you out of jail, to be honest.
I'm pretty happy being out of jail as well, so we can work on that.
I don't think you're a bad kid, Gregor. I think that you've had circumstances, and I think that even what put you in jail in general was not something that was very malicious. So whenever I got you out and brought you here, I was hoping that it would give you the structure that you needed. But in the end, it wasn't the structure of this place that saved me, was it? It was the ingenuity that you've always shown.
Oh, that and a good team of friends to help you through it. Speaking of, actually, the change of subject or anything.
Of course.
He had run-in with other people who were pretty ingenious as well. He didn't turn off the lights, someone else did.
Oh. That's not good.
No, I wasn't.
Was it just here?
This was most of the city, actually, except for, well,
We can at least take some solace in knowing that it probably wasn't because of your plan then, meaning it probably wasn't me.
I think we can get a good guess, actually. You know anything about the, what's the name, the Manjome?
The Monjome
The
group.
Manjome? That's the one.
I take a lot of their cases from on occasion.
Yeah,
The Monjome group, they are a step below the people in charge of the city, if that helps. They're, from all you need to know, when it comes to those who rule the city, we call ourselves the Big Five, and that's how it's sort of stuck for a long while. We don't get here by ourselves. We don't get to the position we're in on our own. We get there because of favors, because of monetary value, because of political value. And the Monjome group is one of the larger groups in the city that has a lot of influence over those in charge, those in power. They aren't anyone that holds one of the highest spots, but they are one who has influence that would be missed if drawn back. Like I said, I'm someone who takes a lot of their work.
yeah.
Is that a bad thing then? There's issues with Taliesin and they just look over to you.
So two of the kids from there, Tally was dead. Bought half of Obelisk, as far as I understand it.
I thought they made it to where you couldn't use your influence in here. Wasn't that one of the things in the beginning of the semester? We couldn't give you money?
Yeah, that was the whole thing. I guess they don't believe in that.
Should have just gave you money from the beginning then.
I mean, things a lot easier, wouldn't it? No, they somehow find a way to either circumvent that rule, or they don't care. They just pay the chancellor enough to make them break it. I don't know.
Yeah, the chancellor doesn't seem like somebody who would turn down money. So they attacked your friend and they stole something from him?
Stole his deck, which had, Sally says it had a spirit in it.
I don't know much about that. I haven't talked to a spirit or anything like that. There's one right there.
That one.
That's not just another one of your friends in a bunny outfit?
No, that's a spirit. I don't.
Oh. Sorry. Oh, it's no problem. I didn't hate anything. You're perfectly fine.
Got like 3 more on me if you want to talk. It's been surprisingly quiet.
I'll just have this one for now, I think. I've never spoken with a different being before. That's interesting.
Oh, at least now you know it's kind of the same. You combine things and services from them.
Yeah, you haven't offered anything that isn't off the table. I see. What?
Nothing. Nothing.
Let's go back to your problem.
Right.
Your friend got attacked, got stolen from, got their spirits taken, which means they most likely know about what those are. And you say this whole citywide blackout happened?
Except on the eclipse.
Except at the eclipse. The eclipse is tied into the pyramid, one of the 3 large facilities, I'm sure you understand, that
I know all about it.
That are vital to the continued growth of the city. There were 4 before the satellite exploded, but with the pyramid staying up, we can assume that that's because of the backup power, which might have extended throughout the rest of the eclipse, meaning the dome and the cube must be fine as well. So this is either something to do with the police or something to do with the eclipse.
Maybe a little bit of both. It does seem that the police have always and continue to be bought.
Yes, but there's a difference between the police outside the eclipse and the police inside the eclipse, Gregor. Sector security has its own factions, from what I understand.
But I didn't get too much of it when I was in it.
You can think of it
seem like
sort
they're
of
all the police when you're in it.
Yeah, you can think of it sort of like how things are here. There are the police that are in charge of the cube, the police that are in charge of the dome, and the police that are in charge of the pyramid, and the surrounding areas that would be around. And again, there were the ones in charge of the satellite, though all of those got redistributed amongst the other 3 at this point. If it has to do with the pyramid, or it has to do with the area there, they must be using a lot of power for something. Though I don't know.
That would make sense. We just don't know why for.
Power's back on, though, from what I take it?
Yeah, things are back up.
Well then. I don't know what all I can do, but I will say this. If you do mess with the Monjome group, it will harm certain relations with myself and the larger influences in the city. That being said, I'm not the one currently that's going to get hurt by that, am I?
It does seem like it, now you say it.
So if you mess with the Monjome group, you may end up making the other me a little bit weaker.
Oh. Might actually lead to a plan then.
Potentially. The weaker her hold is, the better. That being said, attacking the Monjome group will most likely draw some kind of attention on you from her. Be sure to come up with something to tell her if she contacts you.
I'll try to figure something out.
If it were up to me, and I heard you messing with the Monjome group, I would most likely respond better to you saying it was a mistake. But that's only because I know you. The other
I need you to like dial that thinking, but like if you were evil.
The other me doesn't know you. They've only just now thought of you. Not only that, the other me seems to be a little bit stronger from what I know. Instead of feigning ignorance, perhaps you should lie and say that you did it for a reason.
But it's not lying, it is for a reason. I just have to lie about what the reason is.
Exactly. Explain that it's something to do with gaining either favor from someone else or through getting rid of an opportunity or a negative that they would be taking part of. I would say color them with something. Find out some dirt on the Manjame group. And in the end, if you have to, use your friend Taliesin to give some kind of credence behind your affinity with the people on the island. And if things go bad, she looks behind you toward Jim, someone else should step up and give aid when they can as well. Don't you think? She nods.
Like, use her influence or as a meat shield? Because those are two different things.
She does not look strong enough for a meat shield.
You don't need to be strong for meat. You just need to be meat.
You don't want the meat to go straight through.
That is true.
Nothing's a good meat. Nothing can be a good meat shield if the bullet goes straight through it.
She is kind of built like cardboard. No offense, Jem. You know I like you.
I think I'm a little bit thicker than cardboard.
Think you're like a plastic table?
I think I'm like a regular person with regular person meat parts. Not that I want to be a meat shield.
Yeah, like I'm arguing for you here.
I'll continue with this. I'll stay here with Roulette, and if you need anything, let me know. I still have your father's number, so call me.
I'll call if anything happens to come up, or I guess I'll call my dad if anything happens to come up, which happens to be, you get the point.
Make it a priority to figure out something with the Manjome group. If she calls you and she thinks that you've taken that much away from her, with me, that wouldn't be a problem. Again, at least back then, I didn't hold a lot of thoughts that I wouldn't be trying to pick up after you. And again, I'm sorry for that. But with her, she may be worse.
Then I'm mine.
If you are able to take down a bit of the Manjome group's power, though, maybe I can face myself. We'll see.
We'll get back into it. We'll figure out something to do. And I'll go have fun in my god trip with the teacher who, you don't know this, and another time when he threw me off a bridge, but I think in this one he's normal.
I mean, I have an evil version of me, so... Makes sense, but be careful.
That makes sense. Oh, you like building your deck. Well, you can get something that you like playing. That's the most important part of it. The other part's winning relentlessly.
That shouldn't be too hard. It seems like a simple game.
She starts having
wait till you get to the if-1 conditions. It
She's-
becomes a real fun game for lawyers.
She says picking the most complicated fucking deck out there.
Yeah, it seems pretty simple. I don't know what you mean. And Gregor, be careful, okay?
Be as careful as I gotta be.
I'll let you know if your father messages me.
If you get any note of him, please, yeah. I don't know if he's... I mean, it wouldn't do anything to him, like, extra that... I don't want to think about it now that I said it out loud. I'm gonna go.
She will give you a hug with you worrying about that.
Hug her back.
It is a very awkward hug. It is a they put hands around you, but like they don't know what else to do.
Now you gotta like, okay, so you put them there. You're doing a little bit too high.
You don't have to tell me how to. I'm all right. You're good. All right.
All right.
I know how to hug people.
Right.
You don't have to say I don't know how to hug people.
I didn't say anything. I was just giving constructive criticism. Jump.
If you need help hugging people, shut up.
Oh yeah, she's amazing. Try it anyway.
I didn't send you to this school to hug bunny girls, Gregor.
But I do be doing that anyway. Goodbye, bunny roulette. Don't ruin my parents' marriage, please.
As you rise up. Okay.
So you're married. Shut up.
That being said, I do want to get to everybody for the night real quick. I can't actually remember, Kate. What you doing outside the dorm? Where you going?
Yeah, I was gonna make my way to Taliesin.
You gonna make your way to Taliesin?
Yeah. Because I'm the only one who didn't go to see him.
You would find that there are Taliesin has been put to bed, though you're decently sure just from the grumblings that Taliesin is not in bed, that Taliesin is very much still alive and awake. That's not the correct music for this. That's good. As you make your way in, you find that Cecilia and Samurai seem to be making checklists over on the side. Cecilia looking down at a paper that is just blank, but they are talking to Samurai on what all to get ready to head out. As you make your way in.
How are you guys doing?
We're just making sure we have everything set for whenever we make our way to the eclipse. If we are going to be going to Price's place, at least we have shelter and make sure we have enough money for food or anything depending on how long we stay. We're only planning on staying for a day. Don't worry about that stuff.
It should only be a day unless someone gets kidnapped.
We don't want to over prepare for certain things and under prepare for others. We should at least have 2 days worth of stuff.
Samurai, if we take 2 days worth of stuff, we look like a target.
We don't want to get stolen from.
Exactly.
I've spent my whole life I've spent my whole life down there. I know, okay?
If she knows, she knows. We're just doing quick in, quick out, yeah?
You want to rob them? Nah, they only have 1 day's of provision.
Fine, we'll carry light.
Gotcha. Cool, I need the two of you to step out for a second.
Oh, yeah. Ow. They're gonna fall off the edge.
Make sure that doesn't happen.
I'm not actually blind. It was a joke.
From the lack of writing, it seems that you are. Okay, we'll close the door. So, grabs chair, slides it all the way over. How are you feeling?
Well, that's not the correct one. Where's the correct one? Is it this one? Yeah, that's good.
How am I feeling? Just peachy.
What did we say about lying?
That was sarcasm. That's different.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it is. You need to work on your sarcastic tone.
Oh, just peachy. Is that better?
There we go. That's much more better. Now on the real, how are you feeling?
Words can't accurately describe how I'm feeling right now.
Good enough. Well, you don't have a deck, correct?
I don't, and I've been going over in my head what we have, and I don't think we have much of anything left. I'm at the card shop tomorrow. I'm trying to just get something together.
Do you even have enough money for the card shop?
I do not.
Exactly. Now, here's the part where I would give a big speech about how, you shouldn't give in to anger, blah, 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 blah. We know that's not going to work with me, especially to you. So, here's this. Kate will grab her plant deck box.
You sure?
Yep. And no, I don't want a thank you. I don't want anything from you. Because right now, I'm enabling your bad behavior. I'm not correcting you. I'm not doing anything else but providing you a deck. What happens afterwards is just on you.
Kate,
Look.
if I can be honest for a second about how I actually feel, it's almost like it's happening again.
That's exactly why I'm not telling you anything. I don't know what you're going through, and the fact that you're going through it twice means I don't know twice as much how you're going through. All I can say is we'll try and do our best to help, but that's not going to be good enough for you, is it?
I don't know what will be good enough.
Now, what will be good enough for you is trying to find her with your own bare hands, but you're missing a deck for that. So this is the least I can do. It's not finished, it's not polished, but you have the smarts to do whatever you need with it. And sure, it's not a, tech deck. And there is a Starship Bomber missing from it.
It's on a tech deck as they grab a tiny little skateboard and they run it across the the thing and do a little kickflip.
And there's no starships or bombers in it. However, I think this might be good. Currently, you aren't thinking logically. The exact opposite of starships. You're letting your nature take its course, correct? So, I think it's perfect theming.
Thank you.
Like I said, you don't need to thank me. I'm basically sending you to your grave.
You'd think.
So, you're gonna need to get some rest. Tomorrow we're going to the Eclipse, as you know. Well, to the pyramid, sorry.
And what exactly are we going to do there? We're just trying to find Leo, right?
However, I think that's not gonna be enough for you, correct? And we know there are people in their pockets, right?
Yeah, there are a lot of people in their pockets, despite that not being something that's supposed to happen at the school.
But specifically the police you mentioned before, right? Well, it depends on how angry you're feeling. Do you think you can beat up an officer?
If I have to.
Then let me rephrase it in a more simpler way. We can try and duel for information. That's probably the most we're going to get. And most likely they're not going to report the fact that they lost the duel. So we just need to find the right person. Though, I believe the others will probably not be 100% for you looking into this right away.
Kate, how are we even sure they haven't just done to Leah what they did to Allison? How do we know that she's not beyond what we can do?
I mean, there's multiple ways we can figure out how to find someone.
There is one thing you guys would take note of. You haven't felt the world shift. If you remember, you guys should be able to feel that. It may not have happened to you guys recently, like at least in this side, but everybody you guys have talked to about it has said that they felt something change. So far, nothing's felt like that.
We're in a good situation. She's most likely alive to peeve you off. And also, most likely they can't just kill someone related to a Schroeder.
They were confident enough that if I didn't convince our ciphers to lose, that we'd never see her again. That they might just keep her basically baited over my fucking head to do everything like they want.
Exactly. Now, think this through. There are many different ways we can find a way to help. And one of them is finding a strong spirit, correct? After all, we did see how, the Emperor was able to, well, find our friend across dimensions, Susan. And while we don't have complete access to a strong spirit, I know where, well, we have one person who can try and find things out, which are the Black Forest. And then we have a second backup.
A second
the
backup.
labyrinth? It says you can find something that can help you. That's what I was told. And if we need power, it could be power, or it could be a very strong spirit. There were strong spirits in that place to begin with.
Yeah.
I would like for both of you, because this has now been brought up to both of you, two people who potentially have a single connection, being those little baby dragons.
Little baby dragon.
Little baby
My
dragons.
baby guy.
I would like for the two of you to please roll me for your instinct, please.
Hi.
Will do.
My little guy is currently a donut.
It is a little donut at the moment, but he's still a little guy.
He's a little guy.
He's a little donut.
He's still a little guy.
He's still a little guy. He's dragon shaped in the donut way.
First roll is
So,
16.
First roll's a 3. Second roll is
The second roll is
2. And a blank. Did I get any fleetings or not?
2. So
Kate has
16.
one fleeting and Tally has one fleeting. What RPG is this?
Yay.
This is a 5Darps campaign using a system that I have made. Also, we'll get to the
17.
donation in just a minute.
Yeah,
17?
17.
Both of you got 17s. Nice.
Yeah.
You guys take note that whenever you start talking about that other place, whenever the two of you start thinking about the Shadow Labyrinth, you feel something welling up. As you do, from the two cards that you have, the card that you have in your deck, Kate, and a shining card that is underneath your pillow there, Taliesin. As you pull out your dragon from underneath your pillow.
So they can take.
You guys
For, but not
feel
you.
a strange strength from it. Because you guys both got 17s, I will let you know. You guys feel like you could go to the Shadow Labyrinth whenever you want.
You feel that?
Oh yeah, I do.
There is a cautious feeling from it, however. Because obviously there is a problem with it being a labyrinth. You guys know that apparently it is made from these passages between worlds from whatever this great Leviathan was able to connect the area below with the area above. Once you're in, it may be difficult to come out. But like what Kate said, there is potentially powerful things as well as powerful spirits inside there. Might be something to think on if you guys get into trouble.
You felt that, correct?
Of course I did. Also, Deco, I just wanted to be sure. That also took Echo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only thing that you currently have is the dragon.
Yes, kid, I felt that. I don't know what these little dragons are, but they're very oddly connected to us. That even getting everything else taken, they're still around.
Kate's like, yeah, dragon.
Yeah, dragon. Yeah, a little donut guy.
Yeah, you should probably get yours back. I'm gonna be real with you.
Working on it.
But little donut guy though.
Yeah. You just want me to get rid of little donut guy.
I mean, I don't entirely see why you couldn't have both.
I don't know either.
You don't know anything about them beyond the mural.
I mean, think of it like this: the donut got me access to the labyrinth.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like whenever you had both of them together, that having one meant the other one was further away.
That there's a distance between them.
Interesting.
Again, Donut Guy doesn't feel bad.
Yeah, I'm fine with donut
Doesn't
guy.
feel evil, but there's a difference. There's like a separation between the two of them.
He's only named Evil McDonut fucked up guy.
I just sounds like you're being racist to the wicked power is all I'm hearing.
To be fair, everyone who's been on the Wicked has also been racist on the Wicked powers, so you know.
You leave Phantom Dealer alone.
Racism is bad.
Phantom Dealer essentially didn't want to be one of the Wicked anymore.
He was fine with the wicked power. He just didn't want to be a part of the evil army of the wicked power.
I just had
Oh,
terrible
okay, so
comparison,
when they
so
make an army.
I'll just type in RP chat.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so when they make an army, then it's a problem.
All right, let's see this. Let's see this.
There we go. I put in 5Darps chat.
The 5Darps chat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it now.
Oh my god. Oh.
I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Aw.
If you're just wearing funny outfits, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So how about this, Telson? We could either all of us go to try and save Leah, or you and me can try and make our way through the labyrinth.
Kate, at this point, I don't think it's a good idea to split up from people anymore.
No, I agree. I'm just making sure to give you an option.
Thank you.
No problem. Now get yourself some sleep.
I'll try. I'll sure try.
You leave behind the two ghosts that are off in the chairs that are continually still just pondering and screaming to themselves.
Kate will make her way to her room. Maybe Bass is there one day.
You guys will go to make your way out. As you do. There's still one person we want to go to for the night.
Come on.
I can't wait to split off from the group.
It's true, he did say that.
First things first. All of you guys. There was a $100 donation during all that from the Random Gamut.
Ooh.
It said, "Oh, you need DP? Well, here you go. I'd like for everybody to give themselves 10,000 DP, please."
Hey,
Yay!
Thank you.
Good job, good job, good job. So money, exactly. Money.
money.
I love
Have more
money.
money.
Well, I would like more of that money.
But while we're sitting here talking about more money, let's go to two of our friends. Benny
Who are they? Yay!
and Professor Wells.
Yay!
You make your way down to Professor Wells' room, Benny. As you do, first things first. He looks back in your direction as the door closes You're being limited,
Minute.
aren't you?
Who? I guess the feeling must be obvious. But yes, I am.
It's obvious for those of us who hold the items. Currently, that may be a good thing. I had told you how important it was that I talk to you about your inner world. So, Benny, if you wouldn't mind, go and sit in that chair there.
Right. He's going to sit on the chair.
Oh my goodness.
Why is it facing towards the bed?
That's my cuck chair, Benny. No. As you sit in the chair, you do find that Professor Wells looks you over. This is something that you could not do tomorrow, right? You couldn't have made your way to me after school?
We have stuff we need to do.
It would be easier whenever the energies were right, but with you being suppressed, maybe it can still be done. Benny.
Yes.
I'm going to use my Millennium Key. I'm going to bring you back into that realm of yours. Currently, there should be around 4 to 5 doors there.
4 to 5? I just remember.
I believe, from what I can feel from you, you opened a door recently.
Yeah.
One that brought you back to your friends. You should still have your inner door, which should be your personality and your ability. There should be the door that you had opened, which had that creature inside. And there should be the other door that had the other creature, the one that you haven't opened yet. All 4 of those doors should be there.
I was close to opening it, I won't lie.
I'm not sure what that creature is. If you choose to open it, you can. Or if you choose to open your own door, go ahead as well. I doubt that the door that you use to get back to your friends will be of very much use to you, but it might take you back to the spirit world, which would be interesting. Seeing you just disappeared in front of me.
If you're using the Millennium Key, if I open the door with the creature, would you be able to stop things before they got too risky?
That's what I was going to tell you, Benny. I am going to try to open a 5th door for you. He stands in front of the chair.
I didn't even know there was a 4th.
I just told you all the 4 doors, Benny. Do you need me to tell you again, Benny?
Hold on. Okay, creature door.
The 2 creature doors,
Me door,
your door, and the door
Griffin
you use
door.
to get back to the
While you
to
at
get
it,
back to
can
your
you
friends.
name one Jay-Z song?
Oh my god! Again,
Sorry, which one was the
before we
Jay-Z
joke,
door?
I need you to make sure you know the 2 creature doors, the one you opened and the one you didn't, your door, and the door that you opened whenever you went back to Taliesin that other time. Those are the 4 doors you know of in your hall. Okay. Making sure we're on that.
Oh, I guess the entrance counts as a door, right?
No.
Okay. So 2 creature doors, Griffin door.
The 2 creature doors, that's the 2 doors that I'm talking about. The Griffin door and the other door.
Okay.
And then there's your door. That's 3. And then the door that you went in whenever you were lost to the darkness and you went back over to Taliesin. That's 4.
Okay.
Okay. Just want to make sure you know what I'm saying.
I think I mixed some doors in my mind. That's why
You're fine,
I had
you're
a
fine.
hard time there.
You're fine. As I mentioned, I'm wanting to make a 5th door for you. In order to do that, I need to have one of mine hold a door closed for you. So I would like to ask you, Benny, if you would like to open the 5th door, which door do you want to remain closed forever?
Closed forever.
The only way that I can open the 5th door for you, the only way that I can allow you to know and feel everything that you have with you, to make sure that you are ready for the trials in front of you, is to close one of your doors. I could close the door you've already opened, though that would put that griffin creature that you keep speaking of back inside. I could close the other bestial door, the one that attacked your other doors inside. Since we do not know much on it, it may be the safest to close. I could close the door that you used to go to return to your friend, but that door could potentially be needed for your friends in the future. Or I could close the door on yourself. I'm not sure what that would do to you. The safest is to close the door, the creature that you have not opened.
Safest yet, but that feels...
That creature has attacked your other doors. As I mentioned before, that creature left those claw marks on your door. It's wanting to break in to your inner door, Benny. I don't know why. I don't know what instinct has driven it to do so. But it's dangerous.
Dangerous, yes, but I don't want to judge it too harshly until I know, you know?
You will need to pick one of the other 3 doors then, Benny. Which one should I shut? The door that you used when you were lost in darkness, that brought you back to your friend Taliesin? The door that you opened to release the inner beast, that griffin inside of you? Or your own door? If you do not wish to close the bestial door that has attacked you, one of those 3 doors need to be closed.
To be honest, I don't want to close any of the doors, but that's not an option.
Currently, you aren't safe, Benny. I need to have one of them closed and open the last door for you. Benny?
Yeah.
I'd like you to roll me for your instinct, please. And by instinct, I mean
Okay.
your predisposition, please. It's an 18. You do find that as Professor Wells is talking about this, none of them jump out immediately as something that you want to close. Even when it comes to the bestial door, you don't know if you want it closed. That's not something that is immediately right to you. That being said, that 5th door is still something that he keeps bringing up.
What will the 5th door do?
The fifth door, to my understanding, will allow you to know and feel what you are going to be, what you have been in the past and in the future. Your fifth door, Benny, is your potential. Because your hall is so crowded, you will never be able to live to that potential while you have the other doors taking up your space. While you have both of those creatures fighting for you inside. While you have just opened the other door to drag yourself kicking and screaming back to your friends through the darkness that should have killed you. As long as those 4 doors are still there, you'll never realize your potential. Not unless I close one. One of your 5 doors have to be closed, Benny.
Benny is starting to tap his foot as he's thinking carefully about this. He doesn't want to close the door of the creature because he's an animal lover. He doesn't take danger into account of their full potential and
If you
nature.
remember, I did tell you that it specifically wasn't an animal. That being said, I do agree.
Yeah,
You're
that's just the way
cooking, but
Ben...
it's not a bee. No, not that kind of bee.
No, I'm being metaphorical.
Yeah. I'm just making sure that you know.
Yeah. Close the door I opened in desperate of the darkness.
I'm not sure what that will do to you, Benny. You open that door to get back to your friends. But it is the door that has caused these problems. Closing it could potentially make it to where you feel distanced from them. Either that or nothing will happen, but maybe it would close a door that would allow you to escape if need be.
If I closed my door, then I'd be less myself, I feel. If I closed the door of the Griffin, then I wouldn't be able to help them in any real way. Especially with all the spiritual stuff going on. And I don't know who's in that other door. But to seal them without knowing their motivations feels far too cruel.
So you'll close up the door to your friends then?
Yes.
All right. Again, I don't know what that's going to do to you, Benny. I don't know how that's going to affect your friendships going forward or how you feel with them. But you will be able to see your true potential afterwards.
They befriended me. I befriended them. Even if it's different, I don't see that changing.
Let's hope you're right. But all right. A door needs closed. And it will be that one. He brings the Millennium Key to your head. As he does, is this what you want, Benny?
Yeah, he has a lot of faith.
Like, well, they befriended me. It's not my problem if I stop being friends with them. And I was like, damn.
You know, in my mind, if I were Benny, I would go for the whole my own door bit to play on a certain anime we are aware of. You get rid of your own door at the end of it.
But this era isn't that it didn't have that anime yet, though. He hasn't seen it.
He didn't see Brotherhood. He didn't see Brotherhood.
He didn't see it. No.
That's like one anime that he should have seen.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Chainsaw Man. Never mind.
No, I'm talking about
Brotherhood.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah. Now I get what you're saying.
Benny, as the key touches you, going to your head, you are once again brought back into that dark, dungeon-like room. In front of you, you see the 4 doors. You see the door that has been thrown open, which is Yale Griffin. You see the door that has been sliced and attacked, which is your door. You see the door that has the cracks and the breaks in it, which is the door that has whatever that creature is behind it. And you see the door that you have made to get back to Taliesin. You see the door you made to get back to your friends after you perished in the darkness. As you do you want to go up to any of these 4 doors? Currently, it doesn't feel like any of them have been sealed yet.
He's going to look at the door he's about to seal, trying to look down. The friendship will be different, but it'll be strong. Friendship will be different, but it'll be strong.
Benny,
I have faith in this.
as you approach the door and as you say this to yourself, I want you to roll me for your potential, please. Sorry, your
Okay.
possibility, please.
I say it right.
That's a 21, Benny.
Damn.
Yay!
As you're saying this in your head, as you're saying it'll be different, it'll work out, it'll be different, it'll work out, a face flashes in front of your mind. As you look like you're about to go to close, to lock the door, you see NATO's face go through your mind. The friendship you just now got back. The promise you just made.
You'll be able to keep the promise. This isn't gonna change that. It's not gonna change that.
You just see his face in front of you. You see the moments that you had met him whenever you were at the academy. You see the time you had made back whenever you were at the tournament. You see the anger on his face when you saw him for the last time. You see the time that the two of you had first started getting into the card game, laughing and playing with the cards at your table at your home. You guys building your first decks.
This door was an act of desperation. This isn't the true link of my friendship, is it? It's just
You
a
hear
door.
the sound of something approaching from behind. You see
Looks
something
back.
making its way towards you.
Who's there?
You see approaching what appears to be a large golem-like creature. As you see it coming in your way, it looks as if it's starting to head toward the door you're in front of, Benny. Let me get you the golem-like creature so you can see it.
I remember this was on his bed. The card. Not the golem. That'd be very bad for the bed.
You see a creature approaching from behind. You see a large stone creature. As it's approaching, it looks like it is coming to block one of the doors.
Here he comes.
It seems to be heading to the door
Wait.
you're currently in front of.
Wait, Millennium Golem.
The Millennium Golem stares down at you.
Not that door. He's sweating. Not that door.
He looks like he's gonna go past you.
And then he points to the scarred and battered door. I can't abandon them again. That door. Lock that door instead.
You're pointing toward your door?
Yep.
The Millennium Golem looks to it and looks back to you.
There's
As you
tears
look-
down his eyes.
As you look towards your door, Benny, you see yourself. You see yourself playing games, yourself watching anime. You see yourself taking care of animals. You see yourself going on and about your day. You see yourself living how you always do. And like with the other doors, you feel something from it. You feel if you close this door, that is who you'll be. You're never gonna change. You're not gonna grow out of your anime, your games. You're not gonna stop taking care of animals. You feel that if you shut this door, the door for yourself, that creature that's been trying to get at you, that's been trying to attack you, won't be able to get in. It feels weird. But it almost feels like closing this door will stop you from changing anything about yourself. It'll stop you from maybe growing out of it, or maybe it'll stop you from growing up in the sense of what other people are saying. But you don't feel like you'll lose anything that you currently have.
They need me. I abandoned Tally. I abandoned Nato. No more. No more abandoning.
You point towards your door. As you do, give me a second, I have a phone call.
And I need that door, says the demon.
No, not for you. Not for you. Like, are you doomed to be an anime watching dweeb for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
I
Let's
miss
see what happens to
conversations. What's
Benny,
going
though.
on?
That'd be a shame. I wish I could do it too.
What's going on? What's happening?
Yeah, I think that is what's gonna happen to me. Let's see what happens to Benny, though.
As you point to your door, the Millennium Golem makes its way over to it. It points in its direction The eye glows and shines as you see bricks piling up in front of where the door was. You see the door turn to wall. You see the door disappear. As it happens, you feel a bit of pain in your head. It's intense, but it goes away after a moment. As the creature looks back at you, it stares toward the door that you said that you didn't want to close. The one that had whatever it was behind it, as you see the door bulging slightly as something looks like it's trying to get out of it. But it doesn't. The Millennium Golem makes its way back toward the area that it came from. And as it does, you see it crawl through a door, much smaller than itself. The fifth door in your inner mind. What you were told is potentially your potential. Something you wouldn't be able to realize without having the other door closed. The door itself is shining in gold. The door itself has a symbol atop of it, very similar to the Millennium Golems. You feel you can open one door in this room.
He doesn't hesitate as much as he thought he would. He just clenches his fist, his brow furrowed.
At this point,
As
your four doors look like they're bulging. The one that held GeoGriffin seems to feel like there's something new about it. The door that bulges outward from that one creature that seemed to have been coming at you seems to have something rap against it. The one that apparently held your friendship seems to also feel like something is behind it. And again, there is the final new door, the one that wells open for you.
he goes straight to the door he was planning to go to all along. He grits his teeth. Time to get some goddamn answers. I want to talk. I know you probably don't. But I'm giving you the chance. As he opens the door with the creature.
You'll open that door and not the one that Wells told you to open?
Correct.
Okay. You make your way over to the door. You put your hand on it as you feel something on the other side potentially breaking, trying to slam out from it. As you turn the knob and you throw it open, you see something in front of you that you feel like you felt before. You see something in front of you that has a familiar sense to a couple of people you have felt before, including that one time when you were watching Price going after the goddess in the Elven ruins. You feel like whatever this is, whatever's in front of you, is what he was looking for whenever he said he was going to take you. You see a colossal creature, one that strikes fear and terror into you just by sheer presence alone. And right as you see it towering over you, looking like it's ready to strike down, you awaken. Benny! Benny! Let me move you so your bow is in the way. There we go. Benny! Did it work?
I almost got the answers.
Did it work, Benny? Did the door open? Was the door there?
Yeah, the door was there.
Good. Good, we did it. Why are you so worked up? What happened?
He looks like he's about to answer, but then goes, I chose a different door to seal.
Oh, okay, that's all. Which one did you seal, Benny?
My own.
We don't know how that's going to affect you, but...
I've done enough abandoning for one lifetime.
You'll be okay, Benny. You'll be all right. You'll be all right, Benny. You should rest. Go. Get adjusted to your new physicality, to your new changes.
Yeah.
He helps you up. He helps you over to the door. Benny, that creature inside of me, it didn't do anything to you, did it?
No.
Good. We all have our own inner demons. But I'm glad I could assist you with this. Take care, Benny.
Thank you for having faith in me.
If there's anything that I have in you, Benny, it's faith. Good night.
And he gives a bit of a smile. Then as he walks off, exits the door, his expression darkens a bit.
Benny, as your expression darkens, you do feel something in your coat pocket.
Let's see it. Check it.
Takes a look.
You just traded for your potential and everything you had it for. Let's see it.
You have this.
Where are we? Whoop, zooms out.
It's one
Yeah.
JC song.
Ooh.
Wicked Dark Lord, Zoa the Empty.
Would we have locked you in there?
Wow, you had
probably should have
two
locked
dark
you in
synchros in you. That's
We
neat.
have locked you in there.
This
we should've
card
kept
must
that
attack
locked.
if able, and does not destroy while attacking. Whenever an equipped card, not called Metal Morph, somewhere in its name is activated or played, negate it and stack it under this card. This card gains 100 attack and defense for every card stacked under it. This card is always considered a ritual monster, dark destruction, earthbound immortal, and darkness card.
Hell yeah.
Well, this evil mad bad guy kills children. Like what other names?
This thing stops a lot of equip cards.
Yeah.
Except equip cards that specifically it likes.
It likes metamorphs, so it's
I like
gonna...
Melmoth real good.
Out of character, does Benny know where Phantom Dealer is?
Phantom Dealer's gone.
Phantom Dealer's gone.
Dude, he left. Yeah, you know, he's not here.
He
He's
didn't leave an address?
Nope.
Oh, he
No.
did. He said, other dimension.
Yeah. Yeah, he been gone. Like, that's a whole thing. You said goodbye to him.
I know.
You were there. You
Yeah,
even
I
shared your favorite
know.
JC song.
Here's your wicked Dark Lord. The thing inside of you that kept trying to scratch its way out and kill you.
Now it's here and it can kill you. Yay, we're friends.
Feel unsatisfied.
Benny.
Yeah.
As you're going to your room, you don't feel much different. Again, mostly just the idea that you might have stopped yourself from changing, but it doesn't seem to change you or like change much at all immediately. But I would like you to roll me for your willpower as you get to your door.
All right.
Otherwise known as your passion.
Yeah.
The alternative name for sanctuary.
Understood. Oh, roll one more time. You got a fleeting?
Okay, one more time for fun and profit. One more time.
Okay. You feel the presence of that entity inside the card. You still have no idea what it is, but you do know that apparently that is what Price wanted from you. Back whenever you did it before. Back whenever he said he was going to try to take you and also take Jim. As you put it away, you make your way inside. You see that there is a Taliesin sleeping. And by sleeping, I mean laying on this bed, probably not sleeping at all.
Probably looking at the card he just got.
He looks to Zoa, starting to think. Sorry, some more questions. What did you want with my door? I was hoping you'd be able to talk since it got sealed anyway. Can you talk, though? An evil such as yourself.
Taliesin, I wouldn't really call you evil. I'm playing. I'm playing.
As he
That's
finally,
fucked up.
Not evil.
as he finally looks up, sees Taliesin. I'm back.
Not evil.
I
see that you're
thought those
back.
things.
Oh, those were in a thought bubble, Taliesin.
Those are
You're not
definitely out
allowed
loud,
to
but
acknowledge-
okay.
No, those were in a thought bubble, Taliesin.
Mm-hmm.
I literally said thought.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we were being funny for a second.
You guys see each other. As Taliesin, you see Benny coming in with a just look of contemplation you've never really seen Benny have. As Benny, you come in looking over at Taliesin just with a sense again of the idea of sort of just malice that you've never really seen a Taliesin really have before. Cockiness, yes, but there is a sense of just anger about him.
Cocky, arrogance, higher than thou kind of thing. This
None of those
just
are that.
malice. Just straight up malice.
As you two just sort of like see each other. Signer and Dark Signer. Friend and
I
friend.
abandon you. It's not gonna happen again.
Good.
And that was their conversation for the day.
Okay. Benny, you
Perfect.
get into bed. You guys all knowing that Price is going to come and get you in the morning. But before that,
Wait, wasn't he getting us after class?
I think he said he was just going to get you in the morning. He doesn't have classes tomorrow.
Yeah, he says morning.
I thought he did. Okay. I'll be my bad.
Yeah, he doesn't have classes tomorrow.
That's why they were planning for an all-day excursion.
All right. Yeah. Okay, we good.
Kate.
Yeah.
You would have made your way back to your room. You would have seen that while your room does have a person in it, it is not the one you were looking for. It is not a Bassa.
Oh.
That being said, I would like for you to roll me for your instinct, please.
Yeah. Instinct. I'll be so real. I've not been rolling great.
You'll get it. That means you're gonna get a great one here, right?
Nah.
That means you're gonna get a nat 20 here.
Great one, yeah, easy.
Nah.
Yeah, you're gonna nat 20 this one.
I'll use the method.
You're gonna nat 20 this one. It's gonna be crazy. Oh, no, that's not a nat 20.
That's a free.
It's a 16.
That's
So-
16 plus what was it again?
Your instinct,
19.
19.
19.
19?
19. Right? No, 18.
Yeah, I was
That
like,
is great and
17
fun.
for some reason. I don't know.
no, you're fine. You're fine. You feel as you get ready to get in and go to bed. You do have, again, like I mentioned, there is a person there. I'm trying to find where her token is so I can move her back into her fucking bed. There she is. She was over in Eggs and Bakey. You find that there is an exhausted Casty that has been set up inside your room because, you have 3 people there now.
Yeah.
But
Maybe a fourth because Witch, I assume.
I assume Witch was going to be going into Jem's room, though you could have it be here.
She can go to Jem's room. Jem needs a roommate.
I thought about it twice.
Or Nadia's room,
She
either
needs
one.
a roommate.
Oh wait, no, Nadia has 3, so yeah, it would have to be going to Jem's room.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in Jem's room, Witch of the Black Forest
Shut up, my
enters,
slab.
looks around, says nah, makes beds.
Let me show you what a bed is like, my girl.
Witch and Cecilia take up residence in Jem's room.
Mortal, you live like this.
As the ancestors used to say, damn.
No, as you make your way in, you do find that there is a exhausted Casty, as I mentioned. They are up on the top of the beds. They have basically laid themselves to a point that they are just barely hanging off of the bed, just but you do find that when you enter, there is something missing from in here. You see a lot of the boxes that Bassa had seems to be gone from earlier today.
Yeah. Kate will check the boxes. She knows the scale was in one of them, and no one should touch the scale.
There are still a few boxes left. You make your way over to them and you start to check them out. Most of them seem to be sealed, which means most likely the box that had the scale in it is gone.
Okay, that's not good news.
It doesn't look like anybody had broken in or anything like that, but
Can I double check if Bassa has been in this room?
what are you looking
Are
for?
there any belongings that show Bassa lived there?
Yep, you do find that again. They did do certain dungeon delvings and things of that nature, at least as far as they talk about. You do find that there is a empty backpack that is in here, one of the ones that she had used when she first came back. Though, again, looking in it, there doesn't appear to be anything inside of it. You also find, as you look through, while, again, Boss's stuff is definitely here, you don't see anything essential in here.
And the door doesn't look like it's being broken into at all.
Nope.
She must be planning something.
I'm gonna turn it down so it's dark in here.
Yeah. She must be planning something. Oh. Someone took her stuff? I do need to... she might not be here in the morning. Wait, her rucksack is here as well.
It is, but again, nothing seems to be in it.
Okay.
You know that a lot of this stuff was here when you came here earlier.
Earlier would mean like before the world changed.
No. When you were here earlier, as in earlier today, because you guys did stop by the dorms before.
Yeah. Okay.
Like this is like right after the blackout, or like right before the blackout. I mean,
right before the blackout. Okay. There's a chance that she might be downstairs with like Zed or Ishin, so I'll go talk to them real quick.
You go to make your way down. As you go toward one of the rooms, you go toward Zad's room. Nothing seems to be coming to you. No one seems to be answering. You do know that Ishin was rooming with a certain boyo, with a certain Gray.
Yeah, I can check. I'll knock on that though. I haven't seen Gray in a while.
Okay.
He might still be knocked out.
You make your way over toward Gray's room, the very end room over here next to where the showers and things are. As you make your way over to it, you give a knock. You find that the door eventually opens as he goes,
Hey, Gray.
Hey, how late do you think it is?
Late enough
if it was
for you
anyone
to be
but
annoyed?
If it was anyone but you, I think you'd be here for a booty call.
We both know you don't get any.
Come on.
Okay. Have you seen Ishin or anyone?
Oh, don't say that to me today.
Oh, what happened?
He had me moving shit all day.
Oh. Okay, that kind of makes... Are they leaving?
Leaving? I guess I did move some stuff from your room. They brought it all down here a bit ago.
Okay.
He motions over to like the corner of the room. You see that there are a couple of boxes left, as if they just sort of, again, didn't take everything. They moved some stuff down here, and then the three of them started making their way out whenever all the lights went out.
Huh. That's good to know, at least. Question just for you in general. Have you been having weird memory issues recently?
Weird memory issues?
Yeah, like a duel that happened and then the results would change.
Oh, you're talking about that bullshit.
Okay, cool. You're aware.
Not really aware. Those guys sort of made me aware. I don't know really much on it, but they said that the way I was acting wasn't helpful to their goals. So then they unlocked my memories.
You're annoying as fuck. Here, go.
I guess. Congratulations. Welcome to the I Hop Dimension squad.
I don't know what's really going on, but yeah, they used some kind of gold thing on me. They said that I need to get everything together and I need to help them. I'm gonna roll really quick because I don't know how good of friends he and Ishin is. Ishin is a pretty standoffish guy, but
who knows, maybe they're
like,
both
were you friends or did you just fucking blast them? Like what?
Well, what are they kind of?
They're friends.
They're all right.
He's friends enough to move shit for him.
He's friends enough to be like, okay, I'm gonna give your other memories back because the other you were kind of more helpful.
I'm not sure what they were doing, but I was moving things over to the forest.
Do you know which general area?
Yeah, there was like a big hole in the ground.
Why were they going? And how long ago was this?
A couple hours back. I can take you there if you want.
Is it the same well where we get called, or is this a different hole?
No, not the well.
Oh.
It's like a
Okay,
big...
please take...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, take me there then.
Oh, all right.
I'm sorry for waking you up, but also I'm pretty sure you were bored.
Come on.
Let's go.
As you guys go outside to leave, you will find that returning from the other side would be a Gregor and a Gem.
Hello, you guys.
Oh, what are
Getting
you
some rest?
doing this high in the night? On a midnight walk.
Just checking something out.
Yeah, she wishes this was something more.
We both know that would never happen, even if I was straight.
Caitlin would never beg. This is definitely not. The joke's falling
Exactly.
apart.
Yeah.
I was trying to give you an alibi.
They won't believe it and they won't care.
You don't need to give us an alibi. We have things that you know, or things that we know that you have no idea of.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, we're gonna need you to help us save the world later.
No.
You know what?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's the guy who knows.
We can say no.
Right.
You can say no.
Oh, but that wouldn't be good.
I mean,
Oh yeah, it's not great, but
it's
you have
not
to live
good,
with
but
that.
like we'll find alternate solutions.
They're involved. Points over to Jim.
Yeah.
All right, I'll help save the world.
Oh, we're going down.
Really, she's your type?
Basically, anybody that isn't you.
Feelings mutual.
I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah,
we're-
like what's happening?
We're going to look at a hole. You guys can just go to your room if you want.
No, I want to look at a hole.
You've been to a hole already.
I want to see different holes.
I hear that.
I'm going to tell that to your girlfriend. I'm gonna
And she
mention
can
that to your
join me.
girlfriend.
What? You think I don't like to share? I can go
No,
ahead
just-
right now. We
just
can all
go-
look at a hole together.
No, I'm just gonna say that out of context. Just like, hey, Gregor wanted to look at other holes.
Yeah, I know. Invite her in. I don't know what your problem is.
Okay, let's just go to a stupid hole.
Just like, oh what? Oh what? We're looking at holes? What's going on, Blake? You guys can go look at holes. I'm gonna go and make sure they haven't destroyed my room.
Oh yeah. Good luck with that. How about good sleep?
Yeah, which should be there.
Okay.
It-
I'll
it
go
does-
talk
it
to
should-
the goddess.
she's a high school girl currently. You're basically the same.
A high school goddess?
I'll ask about it later.
Oh yeah. A lot to ask about, but right now there's a hole.
Come on.
Let's go see the hole.
You guys get led into the forest to a very familiar spot. You guys get led out and over to where appears to be where the large pole was before.
Oh, this hole.
As you guys are led into this area, you guys see that there are a lot of boxes off and around, just as I said before. A lot of them just seem to be empty at this point. But you do see that a lot has changed over here. There are now boxes and there are now things that are scattered around the area.
What the heck were they doing here?
They started moving things around, shaking things around. Something about spirit stuff. They said that they had like powdered blood on them at one point.
Uh-huh.
I was half paying attention, half really wondering what kind of occult shit I was getting into. Either way, he motions toward the center of the hole. They did something there, and then some kind of something gold pulled up.
Okay, let's check that out, I guess.
All right, let's see what that's about.
You guys make your way down to the section in the center. As you do, you see what appears to be a handprint.
How big? Like a normal human handprint?
A
or
normal
like
human handprint.
Mm-hmm.
However, looking around it, it again looks like it's indented in the ground, but the ground itself seems to almost have like bits of gold throughout it, as if the handprint itself was embedded in gold.
Huh.
Well, that's fancy.
Okay, we'll put a hand over the handprint.
It seems to be a larger hand than yours.
Big hand required, I guess. So
Not much
strange.
larger, but larger.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh,
I
great.
can't help you there.
Go ahead, put your big hand over there.
I'm not gonna like get dragged into the spirit world or something, am I?
I don't think
doubt
so.
it.
It's just a handprint.
You know,
I don't...
if it feels bad, we'll put our hands on your shoulders, so we'll get dragged with you.
He puts his hand down. Like I said, a bunch of gold pulled up here, and then honestly, I can't remember what happened after that. He puts his hand in the handprint. As he does, it seems to be a perfect fit.
That looks
feel
like your hand.
Yeah, I feel it looks like you did that.
Huh.
Remember anything else?
No. I went back to the dorm, and those guys went over there. Motions over toward one of the areas outside the forest, about the underpass.
I'm guessing the service entrance?
Maybe. They told me to go back because I felt real tired. Come to think of it, I think somebody else was with them at that time.
Do you
Oh,
know
there was
what they look
another
like?
one. They have any kind of... They talk different? Were they weird?
I'm gonna roll for him.
Your best try, big boy.
Come on.
Hey, that's pretty good. You didn't have a shirt?
Didn't have a shirt.
Yeah. He like kind of stands there thinking for a bit. Had like some jewelry on, some markings, like tattoos.
So we're looking for like a large shirtless tattooed man in the middle of the entire academy.
You know, that shouldn't be too hard to find, but I feel like it's going to be impossible.
They said something about how they're surprised they were still here.
Huh.
Like they expected to go somewhere.
I can't think of anyone who matches that description.
No, I mean, that's what they said.
Oh.
The three of them.
I mean, I think I can get why with like the whole reality shifting.
Maybe. They told me to head back, and I did. I felt real tired, but then you came and you opened the door, so shrugs.
I'm gonna guess they're trying to find the thing that's under the school.
Okay, but what they need him for?
Yeah.
Because he's one of the people who can unlock the thing under the school.
Oh.
You were told
probably get...
of a certain person who would have been in Slifer who could do that.
We should probably start going. Like now. Because we know that bastard can brute force her way through that.
Man, am I ever gonna get to sleep like at any point? Or is that just... Oh.
No. We sleep when we stop this, apparently.
Dude, not to pull a Betty, but I'm gonna start getting debuffs like in D&D if you keep doing this shit to me.
Look, 3 hours max. We hit that mark. We gone. We just quit.
Okay, all right.
Sleep.
We're gonna go see if
You
they're fine or
guys-
something.
The first thing you do
Mhm.
is you guys go and check the area. As you do, you find that whenever you go over to the service entrance. It doesn't look like the keypad is there any longer.
I feel
Over
like we
top
have a
of the
problem.
keypad, you see what appears to be a golden imprint of a hand.
I think we figured out what's been going on.
What the
Ray,
fuck?
your hand, please.
Yeah, let me do that. He will bring his hand over. As he does, he presses his hand into the handprint. You hear something move, as if potentially the elevator or something in there is reacting to him. However, as soon as you hear something start to move, you see Gray collapse.
Hey, dude, come on, what's going on?
He's tired because they told him
Okay,
to
yeah,
head
but I
back.
didn't think it will make him blow up.
It feels worse than the biobans.
Probably because it's technically the same shit.
He puts his hand up into the handprint and nothing seems to happen.
We need to get you energized, or we can try the other entrance. Towson told us the code for that. The
I'm
vending
like a
machine.
total idiot. But, I mean, I can suck magic sometimes.
Go for it, actually. That might work.
I don't know if it'll make things better or what. Hold on.
Gregor, do you want to put your hand in the handprint?
I want to put my hand in the handhole.
Gregor,
Very small.
you put your
yeah.
hand in the handhole. This is very fun for me because this could have happened a bit ago, and I'm happy it happens now.
Uh-oh.
You guys see as Gregor puts his hand in the handhole, Gregor's symbol on his cheek begins to shine. As Gregor's symbol on their cheek begin to shine outward, you find that Gregor, you do seem to siphon a little bit of energy off of whatever this is. You feel some kind of connection to the spiritual energy that's inside that.
This is my power. I'm the sucker, baby.
Nothing moves, but you have it. You have some energy.
I have it. I
Okay.
sucked
Nice
it.
job.
Do you think you can give the energy to Gray now?
I don't know if it works that way, but hold on. All right, great boy. I'm gonna do you a Gregor special. I'm gonna rub my hands together, and then you're gonna, I don't know. I'm gonna just put my hands on him.
You put your hands onto Gray. As you do, roll me for your instinct, please.
Okie
Come
wokie.
on.
That is a just straight up regular
It's
for
a
you. 'Cause
straight,
the egg,
yeah, it's a straight luck roll.
that egg's gonna go away like in just a minute, but you know, as soon as you sleep, that egg is out of here.
I just have to eat another one. I give you like a 5.
Gregor,
One
you don't know
second.
why, but nothing happens.
This is the time to try it because I've never used this
mean-
card.
Oh, gonna go for the Emperor. A spirit around you that favors you gives a vitality to give you a second chance at staying up in the fight, either through adding LP, replenishing your health or stamina. The spirit is injured for a duration until fixed. What spirit are you wanting to injure?
Well, I have to choose my least favorite out of God, God 2, or Jacqueline.
All right,
yeah.
Jacqueline, give us your extra energy.
We'll roll for it the way that God intended.
Jacqueline would be 100%
Yeah.
okay with it too, no matter
Oh,
what.
definitely, Jacqueline will be okay with it.
She would.
Mystical elf, dark elf, Jacqueline, reroll. Let's see it.
You do also have Red Desert Witch.
Yes, I do. I guess, okay, right. I have to just do 4 then. All right. Make
Yeah.
4 rested. All right. There you go.
Problem solved.
Okay, it's her.
Jacqueline or the witch?
It's the witch.
Okay.
You find that as you begin to fail, as you feel that nothing's happening, you take in the power that is in your card. You take in the power of the Witch of the Red Desert. As you do, there is a sense that just comes at you of just like a,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so
as
sorry. I'm so
for
sorry.
a moment you feel like there's nothing siphoning to you, and then just in your brain you almost see them just like sitting at a coffee table like drinking like some cocoa or something, I love how you have a branded Kerbozy on your face. I just now noticed that.
So it's my whole.
Oh my god! You have so much Kerbozy.
You have so much Kerbozy.
What the fuck?
I'm repping him.
Man, you are sponsored by him.
Oh my god.
He's sending me ad money, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Each one's $5.
But God, what was I saying? Almost as if they're like sitting, like drinking cocoa at like a coffee table. You just see them almost in your mind's eye flick their wrist, and then Gregor, you become full of energy. Allow me to do this for you, Gregor. Boop. We're gonna be giving you 1 because of the energy that you had gotten from the handprint. Here you go. And then we'll be giving you. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. And we're gonna be giving you. Bong, 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 bong.
Oh my fucking god.
Energized.
As Gregor, you are given freely a load of energy, at which point you immediately get from them that they're not injured, but you get just the sense of them going,
You pissed them off?
if you talk to me in the next few days, I might snap your neck.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am. You're so kind of me.
It's like they're not injured, but I do have to follow what the Emperor says, and says that they're injured for a duration. So they're not injured, but
she's
they're
injured emotionally. She's like, fuck you.
They're out of here for a little bit, and they're like, don't talk to me.
Okay. Sad face.
As you feel all of this energy inside of you, you currently still have no idea what to do to fix it. That being said, I will turn that fail into a succeed for your instinct roll. And I will say that you would know that that isn't what your power can do.
Oh, thank you.
You don't think you can put energy into things. You can sure well take it out.
Great news. I understand what my power is now. I'm the sucker.
Oh, you didn't want to be a sucker.
Unfortunately, it's what I am.
Well, glad for the.
I was born that way by last year ago, if I had to believe it.
Well, we do have the other entrance.
No, if it's still a door and not like a handprint.
I mean, it's the vending machine, so we
Oh,
know
you're right.
the code.
Okay, so we just. Are we going there now? Or we got the others? Like, what's going on here?
We should probably go there now because we're probably running out of time.
Okay.
And also, Telson is knocked the fuck out.
It is true. Okay, fine. Just one little 20-minute adventure.
So
It's always a 20-minute adventure.
bad thing for all of you.
Yeah.
But you did you did start making your way over to what appeared to have been recently a crime.
Ah.
It's a crime scene.
As you make your way back over, you do see that there are a number of sector security and student officers that are off and about in this area. Let me find some. I can't find any sector security peeps, so I'm just gonna drag over the student officers. Here we are. I'm gonna drag over a couple of teachers. Here they are. You find that as you make your way over and look over there is a traumatized O'Donnell that just sort of seems to be like,
say they got away? Can we
like
just say
wrapped
they
in
got
a
away?
blanket.
Can we just say they got away? That's the thing.
we probably go back to the handprint hole. That's probably gotta be a solution.
How much do I have to walk?
It's not a far walk.
It's like not. It's like, what time is it? Like 12?
But you guys walked there for like half an hour, and then you walk back for like another half an hour. It's like 2 a.m.
It's like 2 a.m.
Just one more hour of this, and then we're done.
Okay.
I just want to know we tried everything before we stopped.
Okay, you're so lucky. I somehow absorb so much energy that I feel like I could run forever. But then, as soon as I go
Lucky.
to sleep, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky. That is my skill.
The only thing I have is this stupid golden item. As she brings out the necklace thing that she took from the spirit world.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if that does anything.
Maybe does something. I don't know. Your friends seem to like those.
I mean, would you want to put it on and then should I try and put it on and then press it?
I think I just suck it. If you did, if that's my job. I'm the sucker. If I do something
yeah,
different.
you would just suck it. Okay. Kate will put on the choker that she found.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Does anything happen?
You place the choker on your neck. This is the one you found at
With the turtle tigress, yeah.
right.
Man,
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
glad.
You put on
I'm
what
glad
is
I've been paying. Oh, sorry.
you put on what is essentially the shadow charm that you have found. As you place it on your neck, something does come to mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know for a fact that the others had shadow charms. You know for a fact that they had something a step above, which is the Millennium item.
Yeah.
But they still needed something else to get in here.
Yeah.
So as you put the choker on and you put your hand forward, nothing seems to happen, unfortunately. That being said, the choker on your neck, you do feel for a moment as if something about you shifts, similar to whenever you put the glove on before. You feel like something about you seems to somewhat shift around. You take it off before anything really happens, but you do feel like your form might have been changed slightly if you were to keep that on. Again, the one you found it on was a tiger.
Well, I guess we just go to sleep, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna go to sleep.
We don't have anything.
All right, let's go to sleep.
Yeah, man. Fun 20-minute adventure. It's doing the fucking fun.
Look, it seemed urgent. I thought we could do something.
Hey, if I sleep, maybe I'll be better.
Now tomorrow we have to try and save a whole person, so this is gonna be like a whole another day thing.
What?
Even the world's hard.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, I
Wanna
said
get criminally implicated.
I said I'd help, so let's go and do that then.
No, you don't need to. We'll probably have too many people at that point.
Oh yeah. All right,
Just
I'll sleep.
You sleep, and if they come back, just ask them what happened.
Gotcha. You guys make your way back toward the Slifer dorm. Is there anything you want to talk to Gray about before he goes into his room?
Question. Victor and Valerie. Sorry, Vincent and Valerie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have they always sucked that much dick?
They are the worst.
Okay, how come we never dealt with them before?
You weren't on their radar, I guess. Either that or they were waiting.
Cool,
I told you before about my friend that transferred out.
Yeah.
Huh?
They were one of the reasons.
What the fuck are these guys?
They are just bullies. They really like the hierarchy here at the academy. And no matter what, it seems like they get away with just about everything. Especially when it comes to us Slifers.
You ain't even supposed to be able to do all that, right? Like the whole point is you're not allowed to have money or anything here.
Luckily enough, they don't usually have any reason to come after us. It's usually the Raws or other obelisks that usually get the brunt of them, but back whenever my friend was here, she got on Valerie's bad side. I'd talked to you about a little bit about how she was scouted for North Academy, but the truth of it was she was really strong, and the academies, they didn't want her to... I guess they didn't want her to be shut down by Valerie, but they couldn't stop her. Anyway.
Right.
It's because of her that we got through the bioban stuff, but at the same time, I can't say that I like the fact that her sending me that bioban from Mid-North Academy was a good thing. I wish she was still here.
Well,
Can you guys like text each other or something? I mean, not right now, I guess, but
North Academy's really strict. Though she should be graduating this year with me. I haven't
then
talked
make
to her
sure
in like a year.
well, then you gotta make sure you graduate on top as one of the best Cypher students. Which means you have to make sure to win your part of your tournament.
I mean, luckily enough for me, I'm the only Slifer third year, other than Ishan. And he doesn't really do much.
He is the most present guy ever.
He does have a perfect attendance record.
That's why I said the most present guy ever.
Unfortunately, I can't beat him in that right now. Unless he skips out on the rest of the year.
he just disappears.
I'll rest
well,
up. I'll see if I can remember anything else about that guy.
Right. Again, we'll take care of this another day. We have a leader to find, right?
He
Yeah,
just sort
we
of
do.
puts a hand up. He goes and lays down over at his blah, blah, over at his bed. As he does, you guys can shut the door.
Yeah.
Shut the door for him.
Wait, don't close the door. You'll lose a part of yourself.
You hear that?
No.
Oh, okay. Must have been me.
It's fine, Benny. You
That's the
technically
game to
didn't
win.
lose anything of yourself. You just can't change.
You're always gonna be a weeb.
Okay.
That sucks.
Okay, Gregor, before I go, I need you to be here for what's going to happen next. Okay?
What's that
Okay.
supposed to mean,
Okay.
Kate?
I'm gonna put on the choker, and then if something happens, take off the choker. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I put on the choker.
I'm gonna roll real quick.
I mean, it looks nice, I guess. I don't.
Yeah, I can do funny. All right. You put on the choker. As you do, the two of you stand there for a moment. At which point, poof. There's a cat down on the ground with a choker on it.
Oh my god, you're a cat with a choker.
There's a tiny cat on the ground in front of you.
Can I talk?
Okay, yeah, you're a little cat.
Finally, someone shorter than you.
You're a little cat. You're a
You
little
try
kitty
to
cat.
talk, you said?
Yeah.
You try to talk. It almost sounds like you might be able to say something. Roll me for your potential.
Yeah. Let's do. Let me just. We'll go for the straight roll. Let's believe in it. We'll pop this in. Oh wait, I have 0 on potential. Let's not even use that. We roll. And 17.
There's another one of those. You try to talk as Tiny Cat. At first, all that comes out is meows.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Oh, you're a loud ass fucking cat, Kate.
However, you do eventually find your footing, and you do start to actually speak.
Okay. Okay. This is not what I expected.
This is pretty interesting.
Come on.
You're a little
End
cat.
your
You're a talking cat.
sentences the way we want. End your sentences the way we want.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm not going to do that, nya. Fuck.
I refuse. Okay, so I'm a cat now.
You are. You were a cat before.
Yeah, no, but like this is
Goose
different.
flies by, takes you, flies off.
No.
I'm fucking blacked out in a fake harvest use. What the fuck is happening?
I'm just a cat now.
Okay, here's what you need to understand, Emerald. Gregor is the sucker. Caitlin adjusted their choker.
Can you even take that off about like prehensible thumbs?
Okay,
And Gray's real tired after it all and went to lay down after everything with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They exhausted him with what they did to him.
Herself.
You
let's see how
you
this
try
goes.
to bring your paws up to take off choker. It does not come off.
I start running away.
Oh, okay. Oh, fuck.
Gregor
Okay.
starts speeding up the stairs.
Okay, there's gotta be consequences of your actions, Gregor.
I don't hear it. I don't hear the cat.
Kate is gonna start walking all the way this way.
Why are you like this? Why aren't you going to our window? Why?
Consequences of his actions.
What does this
All
mean?
the way
What are you gonna do? What?
to exit Bakey.
As
You
you
can do
start
anything you
making
want.
your
Do it
way
again.
through, as you start making your way through. Oh, there's a kitty!
Meow.
Hello, kitty. Come here. Come
Meow.
here. Come here. Come here. Oh. Come here.
Why would you hiss at her? She already has enough problems with
It's okay,
The
kitty.
dog.
Come here.
Kate will walk towards her.
Bridget will pick up kitty.
Meow. Kate will point to eggs and Bakey.
That way?
Meow.
You make your way over to Wakey Wakey Eggs and Bakey. Currently, Wakey Wakey Eggs and Bakey is closed. You know, because it's 2 a.m.
She knows she closes at 3 a.m. on the weekends.
It's not the weekend.
It's the middle of the week.
It's Thursday night. Technically
Fuck.
Friday morning.
She'll point to the Slifer Dome.
You want to go that way?
Meow.
Oh, let's go.
Like how you could have simply just gone back and made him take it off. You would have.
Why is she up and outside? Wait a minute.
It's her 2 a.m. walk.
She actually
no.
got called because she's an emergency contact for somebody who tried jumping off of the for someone who tried jumping off of the academy.
God.
She's like, well,
No.
it sucked. Anyway.
Bridget starts making their way over toward the Slifer dorm.
He just broke up with her.
Is your owner here?
Meow.
As she makes her way here, you take notice, Kate, as you're walking in this direction, of a few people who go to walk by you.
Who walks by me? Kate will point to Bassa.
You!
Technically.
Oh.
Bridget looks
my
over
God.
as Bassa is just sort of sitting there making their way back. They look somewhat tired, but the three of them are making their way back toward the dorms from wherever they were going. As Bridget takes a walk over. Excuse me. Oh, hello there. You see
Kate
that
will jump
as
towards
as
Bassa.
Bridget gets close to Bassa, Bassa brings arm around Bridget. However, then Cat jumps from Bridget to Bassa. What's this?
Yeah.
Is this your cat?
Meow. No.
It looks down at
Points to
you.
Item on neck.
Looks back over toward Bridget. Looks down at Cat. Where'd you find her? She was over by the raw dorms. I'm so sorry. I just picked her up. Yep, I can take her. She's yours? Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, goodbye. Hey, thanks for bringing our cat. Goes in. I'm sorry for them. Thank you. As Kate,
yeah,
you are dragged up to your room.
Can you take the choker off, please?
Kitty.
Please.
Kitty.
Please.
Bossa goes and lays down with you.
Will you
The wrong
take it up in the
person.
morning? I have something to do in the morning, please.
Pet's cat.
Licks face.
Go to sleep like a good girl. Oh, is that one of those personality things again that we talked about?
Don't do.
Now that you're a cat, I really can train you out of that.
Can you? Oh, please tell me back in the morning. I have something to do.
And why should I do that?
Because I don't think. You know I can be a cat girl, right? I'm sure you'll prefer that.
Yeah, once I'm sure you're not going to run away. It's not like you've been going to class this week anyway.
The world changed. Is that my fault? Technically, yes, but that's besides the point.
Oh, it was you.
It's a whole thing. I was gonna talk about it to you, but then you disappeared, and I'm a cat now.
Pet, 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 pet.
Once I figure out how to work this choker, you know I'm gonna get you back, right?
This shadow charm is made for some very fun things, it seems. Where'd
Like
you get
petting
it?
a cat. In the Great Desert, but the oceany part.
Well, I am missing access to some shadow charms now, so having this one nearby me is going to be just what the doctor ordered.
You really picked the wrong woman.
I did, but also Kay is fine with this.
We'll see what happens when you.
Mommy.
We'll see what happens when you wake up, Princess Chione.
Meow.
If you're a good girl till morning, maybe I'll let you free.
Kate will close her eyes.
You're into this. There's like 4 other people who you could ask.
That would. However, I wouldn't make you feel bad.
Why would I ever feel bad? This is hilarious.
Because the cat went missing.
He probably would have spent some time looking for you.
Exactly.
Nah, Gregor, you went back to your room and you slept like a baby. No, I'm playing. You do what you want. As the very long day
finally ends.
comes to an end. The
That
very,
day
very,
actually
very
had
long
around
day.
56 hours in it.
Yeah. And we do these in like 3 or 4 hours, so that's crazy.
Chat, count up the hours since we got back. Like the episode lengths, please. I need to know how long.
As you guys go to rest, some of you, after having looked around for a cat for a bit and then just went, they probably went to one of the easy
if
people
Kate
to.
died, it's her problem. Yeah, she's fine.
There's so many people they could have went to get that off of them. It's probably fine,
It's not a big
Gregor.
deal. It's whatever.
It's not like
It's
they went. It's
whatever.
not like they went to somebody who's gonna keep them like that all night.
That would be. I don't think she would do that. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, I don't think she would do that. As the others make their way through their beds, as everybody sleeps, everyone rests. The morning comes. As it does, there is a strong rapping at your door, Taliesin. Before Benny's alarms even go off.
It's early. You slept like
I
2
get up.
hours.
And I go see who it is.
Benny, you hear Taliesin get up to answer the door. As he does, Taliesin, you see the imposing figure that is Price as he steps in without waiting for you to let him in. He looks in as he looks around. I expected all of you to be waiting.
Rose put on his camper hat.
I am a happy camper.
Keep going.
I expected all of you to be up and waiting. Oh my god.
He truly is.
I apologize. Didn't know we would. When you meant in the morning, you meant at the crack of dawn.
Can you think of a better time to leave without drawing suspicion?
No, you're right. Should be more prepared for that.
You're okay? You weren't able to stand yesterday.
I'm fine.
Well, I'll make my way to the other dorms then, I suppose.
I'll gather everyone up and we'll head over to the entrance.
I'll be gathering some of them as well. As he leaves the door and goes over next door, as you hear a Benny, you and Taliesin have awoken.
Benny goes to feed the geese without saying anything.
You just grab like a big old thing of like the feed and you just start slumping out.
Taliesin makes sure that the alarm does not in fact go off while they're gone.
He did turn it off last night, well, 2 nights ago, and he was not in the right mind, so he probably didn't turn the alarm on.
As Benny, you make your way out, beating the geese here by like an hour. You set up the food, you get ready to get things going there. Gregor, you jump out of bed as you go to the door and you see Price letting himself in.
Oh, sir.
I expected your room to be cleaner. It's relatively clean.
I think we do a good enough
You know
job.
what? I think I should push you into shape.
Does that say happy ramper?
Happy rapper.
Like raw. Ramp.
Oh,
Raw,
Rob. Okay. As he looks around, I see you've at least packed light. Smart. Don't rub it in.
But he's in military school. This is crazy.
Goes up to another door. Bum 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 bum.
Baza, that's for me. Can you undo the neck thing?
They can come back later.
They can't. It's Price. Oh fuck.
Gets up, carries cat over, opens door. Hey, good job letting yourself in. Looks around. Maligurio. She's taking a shower. I'll make sure to let her know you've been here. Is that a pet? Emotional support.
Meow.
Looks to cat, looks to her. Good. Take care of your mental health as well as you need.
Yeah.
He goes to leave. We're allowed mental health animals?
You could have fine this whole time.
You see that Casty was just staring over at Bryce the whole time, just to see him leave. Oh,
Hey,
you're here?
Casty.
What?
I'm a cat now. Can you take the choke off?
Why are you a cat now? Yeah, sure. She goes to reach for it. You see Bassa just like grab her arm.
Bassa, come on.
May I please take the choker off of our friend, of our roommate? Sure, go ahead. Take it off. Right. She reaches over and she takes off the choker from you. Upon doing so, poof. Oh, there you are, Chiane.
Do you have a different shadow charm I can trade this for?
I'm fresh out at the moment, but you can leave it with me if you want, and I might bring something back for you.
Sure. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, this is gonna be fun when you come back. What?
I'm going to take a shower now.
Okay, are we still going to do the thing?
Yes, you're coming with me.
What are we doing?
You know what? Sure. You want to come help us find someone in the pyramid?
In the pyramid?
Yep.
You're not gonna get far into there.
Yeah, we're looking for a friend, Leah. She got a business card from, I believe it was Black Hat Entertainment, correct?
They got a business card from Black Hat for the pyramid, yes.
Yeah.
Black Hat from the pyramid. We're trying to find our friend. Apparently, she
Oh,
might be in
easy.
trouble.
Yeah, I can go. What?
Well, we should go to the shower then.
She looks at you. I'll take a shower I'll take a shower later.
Well, I guess you won't see two women naked. Let's go, Casty.
Seen one woman naked. You want to see the rest of them naked?
You know I'm not the same. I literally can be a cat girl. Kate walks out.
They just start swirling the shadow choker on their hand. Yeah, you can. You want to try? I think I'll take a shower as well.
You know the walls are that thin.
On the other side.
there's a fucking Nadia room and a gym room in between you two.
I just had to do it for the effect.
That's so funny though.
It's hilarious.
Next to their room is Jim's room, which is next to Jim's room is Nadia's room, which next to Nadia's room is your room.
You know, I know the walls are paper thin. Why did no one help?
I just try to tune out your stuff going in from your room.
That's understandable. Nadia?
There's stuff happening in your room.
Okay, so you turn it out as well.
I'm on the other side. I only listen to the stuff that's happening in Taliesin and Jem's room.
Yeah.
Nothing
So not
happened in
much.
my room. Wake up.
The fucking Slender Man.
You guys are all gone to get to wake up from all the different peeps. You go to take a shower. Kate, is there anything going on in said shower?
Only if Casty wants to. You know, I'll clean her back.
You'll clean
Respectfully.
Cassidy's back. Good.
Yeah.
Respectfully. Good.
Just figuring out what outfit to go with. We'll go with this one. Yeah.
Cool. As you guys will start to get ready for going, I would like to know, as you guys all start gathering up in the bisexual lighting room, who all is going with you guys?
Cool. I will invite Bassa
Yeah.
because let's be real, she's not gonna let me lift the choker down. She might just make it even worse.
She will be carrying it with her.
Yeah. I need to keep my neck on guard. This is why I wore the outfit with the neck protection.
This is why I wore the other choker.
Yeah.
You can't choke her on a choker. Come on.
You can't double choker.
Do you guys have anyone that you want to bring with?
No, I mentioned before.
Currently, Casti is gonna go because Casti is going because of first off price, but second off to check on the thing in the upper part of the city.
Yeah. I think we wanted Cecilia and Witch, right? I might be wrong on that.
Cecilia could go. You do know that currently Cecilia's the people that are over Cecilia are in the spirit world. That being said, she does have some contacts left in the city down there.
Yeah, so
as far as Witch is concerned, Witch can come or go no matter what. They can just go bloop inside of you.
She wants.
Yeah, I'll put Witch in the card for now so she can just chill.
Yeah.
Then we'll grab Cecilia.
You find that even when you put her in the card, the glove is still gone.
Oh, she's just keeping that.
That's hers now.
That's hers now.
Glove.
I gave her a glove and all I got was a choker that turns me into a cat.
People going to the above area with Casti is also going to be Gem. Gem wanted to go up to the above area. As soon as I find where I put her, there she is over there. So Casti and Gem will be making their way to the area above, unless you guys have anybody else that's going to go with them.
I can't think of anyone else.
In the above area.
Yeah, because they're gonna go check on they're gonna go check on the house that you got that they bought from Price.
Yeah, the house that was bought. Yeah.
You know, while Price is with all of you,
which is really funny.
It'll be a funny reveal.
I'm pretty sure that Samurai is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Nadia. But like, she can stay, she can go.
Is Nadia going? Keep all the signers in one place, you know?
Yeah.
I never let them out of your sight.
Exactly.
Last time we did, look what happened.
You know what?
Exactly.
I'm bringing someone. Say hello to my new friend, Zoa.
Stressed and very polite. Just saying, and this time I do actually want to bring Pit in because we're going into the city area and there's people who might be in contact, at least with the bottom area.
You could definitely bring Pit. Yeah. Let me go and grab them from the other side. Where are you at?
Man, I should have had a casual Price outfit on already.
The casual to be fair, what were you expecting to happen?
True. I should just give him the Omni-Man sweater.
Omni-Man sweater. Oh my god.
I don't know where Pit is.
Oh, I know where she is. I'll ping it.
Just drag her over.
Oh, okay. I'll drag her over. Give me a second. My screen went black. Oh yeah. There we go. Pit, correct. I don't know where Grace is though.
They're over at the area with all of the satellite people.
Oh, okay. Then she's safe. Cool. Yeah, I think this is a good crew for this.
It's a good crew. It's a a nice crew.
Because we'll split up to go upstairs while Gem and Cassie will go upstairs.
Yep. Gem and Casti are going to be making their way up by themselves.
Yeah. I'll give them a Nadia. Nadia will protect them.
I thought you wanted to have all the signers in one spot.
Yeah, no, but also we're leaving Gem and Casti alone.
There are other people you can send up there if you want.
What's Nadia gonna do? Are you gonna make her like punch them to death? Like what's?
1 second. Let's find someone who can guard the women.
Finally, it's time for Gray to come back in.
You could bring Gray.
You could send bosses her entourage with them.
If you are worried about them, they could. You could in fact send Zad and Ishin over there.
You know what? Yeah, sure. We'll give them some character development, I guess. And also that means Ishim skips a class.
Oh
which means Gray gets attendance.
Well, Gray is not going to class today. We're gonna send the group
character development.
Oh, boys.
We're gonna send the group of Ishin, Gray, and Zad up with Jim and Casti to the upper city.
This is a group of people who just never talk to each other. So like that's gonna be the most awkward trip ever.
She's just
Gonna
gonna be
come
like,
back holding hands.
so we should all. You guys wanna stop somewhere on the way? You guys wanna? Do you play games?
And
then they all play RuneScape.
Yeah. And then an hour later, they're all singing, "If I could fall into the."
No, it's fine. They're both Zad and Jim are social. They will try to be social with each other.
They've played RuneScape. It's fine.
Listen, I'm
I
just
fucking
gonna
love
imagine they all
RuneScape.
sing. I'm just
Wait,
gonna
what did we
imagine
call
they
it?
all
It
sing
wasn't
1,000
RuneScape
miles.
last time. It was something else.
Something different, yeah.
Yeah, we called it something else, and then I made it to where like, oh yeah, did you know that? Yeah, Duelscape or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Duelscape Wyvern Lands recently came out. Yeah.
Man, I fucking love that game.
Yeah.
I heard they made a card game spin-off, but that's not gonna be as successful, especially in the world with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Very much so. Very much so. Also, what's a Yu-Gi-Oh?
The card game.
Duel
I'm
Monsters.
Duel Monsters.
You guys all gather in the bisexual lighting room. You guys have the crew ready. There's the Angi Taliesin.
It's time.
It's like Taliesin, but with Angi eyes.
Oh my god.
There is malice within his heart.
And then Camp Counselor Price steps forward.
He's ready.
I look at him and I go, how did they come to this?
Is this who we're all bringing?
Yep.
Sir.
All right. Then let's move out.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, I have a place down outside of in the area near where the pyramid is. When we get there, we can rendezvous with my neighbor. Other than that, there's not much that I believe I can do while we're down there. But I can make my way into the pyramid if need. We're looking for a student. We're gonna find them, and then we're gonna come back. Hopefully two, right?
Yep. That's the plan.
Hopefully, too.
We're all gonna go find them, and then we're all gonna make our way back. Are we all clear? Casty just watching.
Yes, sir, we're clear.
All right. Does everybody have a buddy?
Buddy.
I'm sorry.
Everyone grab a buddy.
Benny actually goes towards Taliesin. I'm gonna make up for before.
Make up for before, my buddy.
I assume Bessa has already grabbed me.
Where is Benny? There's Benny.
I was like, what the fuck?
He was left outside.
And then we left him outside.
Benny, you grab Taliesin. Pitt grabs Gregor. Bassa has grabbed Kate, much to the chagrin of Nadia.
Kate will grab Nadia because we have odd numbers. Which means Cecilia and Samurai. The team of...
You need to get a buddy. Which means Price also needs a buddy.
Okay, that means Samurai is Price's buddy.
Kill him. Kill him.
He drew the shot.
I was wanting to know who you guys would leave off as the odd person.
Well, we will pray for you, buddy.
Samurai.
We will pray for you, Samurai. You got...
Now, Samurai, hold my hand.
All right. Everybody look to your buddy, and then look back to the other group. There's a good chance 90% of you will not make it.
Sir, what are you saying?
Is this a stand-up comedy routine you've been practicing?
Let's go.
Okay,
I'm gonna
sir.
treat that as yes.
As
I'm gonna die.
you guys start to make your way out, upon going down to the bottom area, you all are stopped by the security people who are at the area. However, because Price is with you, all of you are let out and let free. You guys are doing a little excursion outside. You're doing a little outside excursion, a little scourgio. Upon all of you leaving, and making your way across town, Casti, Jim, Zad, Gray, and Ishan will head off and away from all of you. Casti looking back toward Price before stopping and making their way over to them. Sir? Yes. I don't know what to... I'm glad you're back. From your extended leave. I'm glad you came back. Though, choosing to be a slifer instead of a raw, I understand not wanting to be around anyone that might have given you the odd, occasional feeling. I hope that your teachers and your friends are helping you. Yeah, this is weird. Okay, bye. Thank you. They'll get used to things again. This place is hectic.
That's definitely it.
They will make their way up to the top. Casti still
Did you hear that?
Not sure anything about this.
In this world, Officer Jones is the one that threw her.
According to Price, she just had a mental health stay.
Mental health episode. Yeah.
They just stayed away for a year, you know, and he's glad she's back.
Yeah, her mental health had deteriorated when she fell off that cliff. I agree.
Oh, so it was her therapist.
Therapist did it.
Oh, her therapist made things worse. I see.
Oh, Kate is gonna say something, but this might give us a... I just want this fun interaction. By the way, Price, do you have a nephew called Prince?
I do. What about him?
Nothing much. I just seen him on social media once. I was like, are you guys related? This seems like a perfect time to ask.
He should be joining the academy next year, from what I understand.
Gotcha. Thumbs up.
He looks
Why
to
did
you.
you say thumbs up out loud?
He just looks to you like, okay, that's weird, weirdo.
Hey,
For the weirdo.
I mean, technically he's joining soon because he's joining X and Bakey.
You guys will make your way further and further through the city. Price has gotten a nice little shuttle bus for all of you. As you get brought further in. Oh, by the way, no. You would have actually another person with you. I forgot.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah?
Where's he at? There he is. Because you guys said he was going with you.
We did
the
force him.
legend. Oh, in that case, he's Sam's buddy.
That's true.
Sam,
That's
you're
true.
safe in a better world. I mean, it's still bad because you're
Actually, I think we all know the real makeup here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the real one right there. It's his buddy.
It's fine. You know what? Actually, there we go.
We're all
Yeah.
just trio.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we roll for where Raymond lived? Does he know anything about the pyramid?
Oh my God. Let's roll for Raymond.
Why are we doing this?
Let's roll for Raymond. We need to know. We need to know which district he's from.
Yeah, like we need to learn some Raymond.
You know,
Okay, there are 6 districts.
I'm glad
so
that
we'll do
we
a
have a face
D6.
Snoop that we can sacrifice.
There are 6 districts, so we'll do D6. If it's a 6, we'll re-roll, or we'll say he's from the satellite.
Yeah. That means I have to draw him a satellite black layer.
We'll roll the smash dice, because that's the first
Let's
D6
go.
I found. That is a 1, which means they're from lower district. They're from where Benny's from.
Ah.
I don't know
good
how
to
they
know.
became an obelisk. They fucking worked hard. This guy must be a fucking crazy duelist.
We know, we don't know anything about him, but we know that apparently he's goated.
You know what? Yes, he's a crazy duelist. He just has a lot of self-esteem issues.
Yeah.
This is what Benny would be if it wasn't for like the NATO thing and focusing on zoology.
I just thought of it, Benny.
Yeah.
Because you gave up and NATO also gave up. This is the guy who won the tournament when you guys were younger.
Oh my god.
And it just, you know, it just skyrocketed him from there, man. He just freaking kept dueling, kept winning. Yeah, he just became an obelisk when he got into the academy.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I just won this tournament whenever I was young, and that just catapulted me up in strength and power.
Oh, by default.
Oh
but
yeah,
that was
you
enough.
do look familiar.
Wait, is that the same tournament that you and NATO had the whole thing about?
Yeah, and we got kicked out because we started fist fighting.
That was you?
Oh my god.
Well, we waited until NATO like lost his next duel before you fist fought.
Waited?
I don't think it would have lasted that long. I think he would have started fighting you immediately.
Yeah, no, he would have.
I think he would have started throwing down as soon as you said you gave up.
Duel after we just fought, okay?
I'm pretty sure like he saw you give up, and then there was just a jumping across the table at that point.
You know the Markiplier punching gif? It was that.
Hold on, we need to
No,
add somebody so
across
that
the table. It reminds me, these were locals. It was just guys on a table.
we need to add somebody because Price does need a third person with them. So here we go.
That was you? I thought you
There
were a
we go.
nerd. Nerds can fight.
There we go.
Let's
There we
go,
go.
Bridget.
Price needs to have a Raw in here.
Okay, so Bridget is joining us.
I'm apparently here. I don't know what's going on. Hey, you're the lady with the cat. It's just a fun after-school activity.
Technically we haven't started school, so this is preschool
It's a fun
activity.
preschool activity. Now everybody keep your buddies. Let's move out.
It really does feel like preschool, huh?
Thank you for the bow. No problem.
I will not let you down again, Taliesin.
Right.
Why am I here? Why am I between the two? Why is
We
this
have to have buddies, apparently.
You will return with at least one buddy alive. Everyone move.
Alive?
He just says things like that sometimes.
If
Oh,
worst
that's
comes to
fun.
worst. Sam, Allison, it was nice knowing you.
You know what? You too, Benny.
I don't think things will get that bad.
You know what I just realized? I feel like Price is the Duel Monster equivalent of Lieutenant Surge, which means there was a dueling war.
It's funny to me that Price and Benny probably would have gotten along if it wasn't for like him being a dick to Gregor.
This one didn't do it, so
Yeah,
this
now's
one's
the
different.
time.
This one wasn't a dick to
Well, yeah.
Gregor, yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's still there, and he can't. And now I can't develop new feelings for him. So you know.
That is not what
So
that
what,
means.
are you
didn't actually
racist? Come on.
seal away your friendship stuff, remember?
Yeah. You tried
True,
to,
true.
but
So
didn't
my
do it.
relationship to everyone can change. I just can't change myself. Gotcha.
Yeah, you just can't change from, you just can't grow up, basically.
Yeah, now you're stuck
Yeah,
being a weeb
I
forever,
can't
which I would
grow.
never know about.
By the way, Taliesin, Benny will not let you down.
Yes, this has been a repeated line.
I will not let you down. I'm gonna change. Meanwhile, can't change.
No. He's changed. He's in a current state of letting Taliesin down. So he's in that state.
That is not what
Forever
that
now.
means, no. That is not what that means at all, no.
I don't think you understood what happened to you.
I'm trying to find the... Oh, there it is. I found it. I was trying to find the apartment. You guys would make your way. As you do, eventually the shuttle bus would take you from the academy... Whoop.
Oh.
Bloop. To somewhere deep in the eclipse. Upon going there, you are led to... Oh my god, these fucking things exploded back here. Let me move them around. There we are, perfect. You guys would make your way past a familiar apartment building to the other somewhat familiar building that you guys had ransacked at one time. Whenever Taliesin had broke into it.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Well, this is where you guys were. That's crazy.
This is where what?
Don't worry about it.
This is my house. I don't need to worry about it.
I mean, we've not been here. Also, you have this on a teacher's salary?
I have actually plenty of different places on my salary. I used to be a pro duelist, if you remember.
Right.
I sold alcohol during the Prohibition. I sold drugs during the drug war, which doesn't exist in this world.
As you guys will enter Price's room.
Speaking of being a pro duelist, like, we've heard it from different people, but, like, not directly from you. What actually happened?
What do you
The
mean?
Injury.
You say injury as you see him go over to his arm before looking back to you. The same thing that could happen to any would-be turbo duelist. I didn't pay attention, and I was thrown to the pavement. Unfortunately for me, the injury was far too much for me to be able to hold myself on a bike any longer. I had bone fragments thrown throughout all my joints, even my fingers. The entirety of my arm shattered, essentially, like glass.
Oh.
Damn.
Not only that, it was in the satellite.
Wait, you lived in the satellite?
I did not. I was just dueling there. They had I guess, exhibition that they wanted to have a thrilling atmosphere to. So they wanted to have the city below and the smoke above. The roads in the satellite aren't very well kept, however. And despite the safety features of my bike, I fell from the high road down to the lower roads. My arm shattered. And despite all that, I landed in a big heap of garbage and filth. I can still hear the laughter coming from the screen. Nobody seemed to understand exactly how bad it was. Until it was too late. All they saw was a heel getting what he deserved, falling and slamming into the pavement and into the dirt and muck.
Wait, a heel?
I played it up. A rivalry between me and some of the other duelists out there.
Did they know you were playing it up?
We were all understanding from it.
Okay, because I don't want it to somehow secretly find out that, hey, someone actually set you up.
I didn't say that might not be the case. Just because we were playing it up for the audience doesn't mean the duels weren't real.
Okay, so there is a possibility of that happening.
I don't know. I had the chance to find out, but I decided not to do it.
Why? I don't want to think about that anymore, or what?
About a year later, these people came to me. They said that they'd found some way for me to figure things out. Basically, either going over footage again or doing something else, I don't know. But it was going to cost me. I was going to have to join them, join their group, I suppose.
I'm going to
They
assume
said
it
that
was.
if I did, not only would they be able to find out who did this to me, who set me up, but they'd also be able to fix my arm.
That's a big ask.
By then, I already had
Especially if
a.
it's shattered.
By then, I already had a teaching job at the academy, though. And I thought back to it, and I thought about how my students would see something like that. How my students that were looking up to me as some kind of a tragic hero at that point, as much as I wanted them to stop. How they would think if I took an easy way out of it. So I didn't do it.
Was that group by any chance Arcadia?
You know of them.
You know, it makes sense if they were offering a way to fix your arm, considering healthcare.
Not only were they offering that, but they were offering help from the strange problems that arose because of the low health care and low, well, ability of treatment from the satellite. They were also going to make sure that whatever they could find from the footage, as well as whatever they could find from their own private investigators, we brought to me about who did this to me. But like I said, I didn't take it. And if anyone brings something like that up to any of you, if you're all wanting to be pro-duelists, I hope that you still know that dueling isn't everything. Your life as a pro isn't everything to you. You could still be a teacher. You could still be anything. You can still use your understanding of the game to aid and better more duelists coming after you. And who knows what happens in the future. Maybe you can get fixed up. But when someone offers you something like that, think to yourself, what's the catch? What's the price of a miracle? And are you willing to pay it? That being said, he sits down on his couch. I've been moving too much. My arm's killing me. I'm gonna call my neighbor, see if I can't have him help you out. He's a nosy one. He should be able to get you whatever you need.
Gotcha. Thanks for letting us know, and also, I think everyone's respect for you has shot up tremendously.
I'm not gonna like a duelist from you, so.
Thank you for sharing. Anything can happen here, so just keep that in mind.
Right.
I mean, I would have just tried to figure out who did it.
I mean, yeah, but you have magic.
That's true. Price will bring his dual disc. He will start to mess about with the screen on the red little gem on top of it. As he does, you just hear a slam coming from outside, followed by immediately just a as a slam happens again on the outside. Bonk. How can you open my door? Tally!
Angelo!
Just seeing him with his angry fucking face.
I seeing you again. I didn't know you were his neighbor.
Huh? How do you know about that? He looks over to Price, looks back to you. Ah, because yeah, nice to see you, Tally boy. You're growing up so fast. I'm going to take a shower. They need to figure out a way inside of the pyramid. Either that or they need to find a way to look for one of their friends. If any of you need me, I can be here. However, I'd rather not be seen running around the eclipse without purpose.
That much makes sense, sir.
Yep.
There's only so much I can excuse just by living here. That being said, he stands up. I'm gonna go wash up. If you need anything, come to me. Be sure to keep an eye on your buddies.
Of course, they'll be protected.
The door opens and closes behind Price as he enters.
Raymond, Bridget, feel free to go to the other room while we have a quick conversation.
Oh, why? Aren't we supposed to be talking about going and getting your friends?
There's a specific conversation that's going to happen with Angela that needs to be in private, but we'll call you back over once that's done.
Oh, what are we looking for your friends now? What are they doing here? Should we find them?
Yeah, just give her like a quick look around the area, see if they happen to be nearby.
Okay.
Raymond, please go with her.
Yeah. Okay. This is my job. This is my job for today. This is what I'm supposed to do. I can defend women. I can do that.
Defender of women.
Nobody really just calls themselves a defender of women. I'm just letting you know your friend may be a little weird.
Oh, we know.
He's weird enough for us to handle him.
Tally, what's the long face?
A lot of bad things have happened.
A lot of bad things happen around here, Tally. You gotta be more specific. You gotta have a chin up, you know? You can handle it.
My deck was stolen, and my sister has been kidnapped.
First off, I didn't know you had a sister. I'm sorry about that.
Believe me, I didn't know either.
Second off,
very recently.
Second off, sorry your deck got swindled.
By the same fucking person from the Mudjome group.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are looking in the Mudjome group.
Yep. Don't
man,
worry.
Well, I hope you guys have a good idea.
You're not leaving.
I hope you guys have a good job with that.
Not so fast, buddy.
Yeah. You see. No. We grab him.
May be able to do nothing, but Cape could grab you from a mile away.
Allison! Tally! Your friends are roughing me up!
We're just having a conversation.
They're gonna kill me, Tally!
We're just talking here, buddy. Come on, take a sit down.
My friends aren't going to kill you. Now get back in here, because we need your help.
Tally. You don't just mess with the Mudjome group, Tally.
Yeah, but
that's what
him.
You don't want to end up like.
You also don't mess with the Schroeders.
Oh, what was that? Hold on.
Yeah, end up like who? Say it.
He looks over at you, Tally. You don't want to end up like the boss, do you?
What do you mean, like the boss?
That was real. That was real.
Tally, people that run the place around here, you don't think they have a way to figure out what's going on with certain individuals asking too many questions? Certain people owning garages that may or may not be going against them? Tally!
Fuck do you mean Steel was going against the Mudjome group? What the fuck happened?
Steel was going against a lot of people that I told him not to go against. Tally, since you were here last time, I found out some things. I got that guy you guys brought me. I got him on it. He started being a lot more talkative after you left. And he was really good. For somebody from the satellite, dude could make his way through this place like it was nobody's business. He's got such a good, got a good, I don't want to say a criminal mind, because I feel like that's a bad thing to say about somebody from the satellite. He was got a good head on his shoulders, you know what I mean? He was able to figure things out, and he showed me who Steele was talking to before we lost sight of him. Sector security.
And Benjomi have sector security in their pockets, correct?
Sector security here in the Eclipse isn't like the sector security where you kids are from, all right? Even
Very aware.
Even them, they have some kind of, want to not immediately throw hands or get in trouble, but people here at the Eclipse, they just know if they toe out of line, they're just gonna spend a couple of days in the pyramid as kings. Sector security from the Eclipse don't have nothing to lose, kids. They could go out, they could do whatever they wanted. And all that's going to do is make them end up in a jail where the people that hired them to do what they're doing have say in who gets what. They're living like kings underneath us. That's what it means to be in the pocket of the Monjome group. You could walk out and get away with murder. And why you gotta stay in the pyramid for the rest of your life? Who cares? From what I saw, the pictures I seen, treated like kings. Royalty down there. That's what loyalty to the Monjome gets you. And that's the kind of loyalty I don't want on my ass right now. I'm surprised I didn't get brought down with steel.
Do you know what he was specifically looking for from them?
Allison, you don't want involved in this.
We're already involved. That's the problem.
You know what? I don't need anything specific beyond one thing. If it was about my brother. At this point, that's all I care about, because he was helping me.
Allison, it wasn't about your brother. It was about you, Tally.
The fuck do you mean about me?
Steele saw it the first day you showed up. Steele saw that passion you had. Steele knew what that was. But more than that, he saw how special you were. That thing you got there. Motions to the necklace on your neck. When you walked in with that, you said you got it from the satellite, right?
Digger, this necklace has never meant anything. What the fuck are you talking about?
Now it does. Now it is.
You said you got it from the satellite,
right? You mean
right?
that it means something now?
You said you got it
In my head, it was just a plastic thing I got from my brother.
You said you got it from the satellite, right?
Hmm?
You said you got it from the satellite, right?
I got this from my brother.
Who spent a lot of time in
the satellite.
Yes.
Kind of picks it up and looks at it like, what the fuck did he give me? I thought it was just a cheap plastic thing. Like a little trinket, not anything special.
I don't know if it means anything to anybody else, but it meant something to Steele. He knew that it was something that needed to be protected. He liked you. He liked your moxie. He liked your ability. He liked your passion. But he also knew that somebody with something like that needs to be invisible. Someone with your kind of talent can't stay invisible for long, Tally. Not without the help of someone powerful.
So he was going to the Monjome group to what? Get me protection with them?
I don't know what he was doing with them. I'm pretty sure he hated them. But whatever he did, whatever he was doing, was against them. Whatever he did with them caught their eye. You don't want to be like that. You need to take that, you need to take yourself, you need to take your friends, and go back to your academy.
He can't do that, and you know that.
He has to do that, because I can't help you.
Vince has already beaten me up. His sister took pictures of my sister while she was knocked out. I have too much stake in this. They have Allison. And I can't just let them keep her.
I heard there's an exhibition. Heard there's an exhibition tonight. Heard there's some kind of academy student involved. Not sure if it's one of the ones you're looking for, but she's apparently out here to duel somebody and gain some notoriety with them. Apparently, it's a famous one that showed up at the tournament last weekend.
We can guess.
We can guess.
No worries about that.
I don't know if it's the one you're looking for. I don't know if it's who it is, but
she's one of them.
They're planning on dueling one of the top dogs down here. I'm not sure what the plan is, whether to have them win it or lose it. I don't know. But maybe your sister's gonna be there.
All right.
I can look around to try to find out exactly where it's happening at. Most likely, it's happening around where the pyramid is, though if they're wanting to have a little bit less of a showing of it, if they're wanting her to lose, it'll probably be over where all the new satellite people are.
It's just an exhibition, not a tournament.
It's an exhibition match. I think they're gonna show off them fighting with that new strategy they have. And again, I don't know if she's meant to win or lose, but that's all I got. I can look in to see if I can find out anything more about that. But when it comes to the Monjome group, and when it comes to the pyramid, you can't ask me to do anything.
All right.
I like you, Tally. I don't like you enough to mess with this.
That's fair.
I'm not like Steel. I can't put myself out for somebody else.
I know.
Then go get Park ready. We'll go check out some things. And
just get us the location of the exhibition match. That's all I'll ask for at this point.
When you get these two, when you get these students of yours that you're looking for, you get out. Okay?
I will.
You get back to your academy. You finish things up there. You don't come back here. People are going to be on your ass after this. And I can't be seen with you.
It's fine.
I feel like an asshole. He just throws himself over the top of the couch.
Before you go, has there been any recent sightings of a mechanical dog?
Mechanical dog?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Steel was into making robotics. I can make you a mechanical dog if you want one.
No. They took one of mine.
I don't know. I'll look into it.
Cool.
I see. He makes his way to the door, and opens it up and makes his way away.
Well, it looks like we're gonna need an escape strategy for that place.
Oh my god, you guys are screwed. Bassa just goes forward.
In what way?
Well, you didn't tell me exactly who you were going after.
Mm-hmm.
You just told me you were making your way over
surprise.
toward the one that sent a message over to your friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can get you an in with them.
Okay.
Like I said, they were
Else?
like you said, it was Black Clown, right?
Mm-hmm. What's that gonna cost us? That's the issue.
I'll come up with it later.
Ooh, an IOU.
I already know what the IOU is going to be.
You don't know shit.
Oh, it's gonna be that bad, huh?
I'd like to know what the IOU is.
Will it, can it just involve me for the IOU then, Bassa?
Like I said, you don't even know what it is yet.
I can take a guess.
I'm not gonna have you do anything like that. I can have you do that without that.
I mean, yeah, I was hoping that was much more easier as a cost, honestly.
So if you two are done flirting,
If you're looking to get into a Black Clown, I know a couple people. Let me go out to the pyramid. I'll see if they're around. Flaunt a little bit of what I got going on, and I'll meet you guys somewhere out there. If you're looking to be around the pyramid, it should be easy to find you.
mm-hmm.
Well, I was personally interested in did Black Clown make the darkness deck at one point? I remember that was a key thing they did, right?
The Darkness deck?
Yeah, the Dark Destruction deck. They were selling it at one point.
They were one of the people that apparently had access to it, yes.
Yeah. Could I go with you?
No, you can't.
Oh, come on.
If you want it
Okay, at
done, you need to
least-
stay here.
Fine, can you at least ask them if they know anything about the, this? And it shows the Sword of Dark Destruction.
She will take it.
I'll grab. I have a copy somewhere. I'll send it you later.
We'll see what's going on.
Mhm.
Though, again, I can't guarantee my contacts will know anything about car manufacturing.
Gotcha.
See y'all later. Somebody watch my buddy for me. As they go to leave.
We're 4 and 4.
Eyes. Yeah, well, let's get comfortable then.
Well, we just gonna sit here?
I mean, what else is there to do?
Check out the town, see what we can find.
Have to look around a little bit at least.
You just
right?
heard what they said about this group going after people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So?
We're fucked out of the way, right?
I don't think you guys understand. Things like this, things like watching your back everywhere you go, things like understanding that you want pissing a certain person off is going to be the end of it. That's just how things were in the satellite. We got this.
To be fair, that's so basically the same in the spirit world if we really break it down. Yeah, let's do some exploring then.
You find
Okay,
that
before anything, can we bring out the fact that for some reason your girlfriend / not your girlfriend / roommate has been taking people to the middle of nowhere and sucking energy out or something? Like, what happened with Gray? We're gonna talk about that, or?
We'll talk about that after we get all our information.
Okay.
One thing at a time. Priority is Leah and Allison.
What's more saying? Can we say it in front of everyone so we all know
Okay.
that happened?
TLDR, you remember the whole thing about like us trying to go underground and trying to find this thing that
you guys
Jones
can
mentioned.
you guys can let the other
blot.
two know. You guys
I'll
can
blot.
blot.
Yeah.
Taliesin and Benny, they are going to blah what they had seen over with Gray. Were you guys around for that?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. The main parts is they went over to the area that was the place where you guys had found the long pole that was with them, Apollo/Argo. They went over to it. Apparently something they did to it had caused some kind of a golden something to appear there, and with Gray apparently making a handprint in it, he felt drained, or he felt odd, and then he watched them all leave with another person, a person that was shirtless with tattoos and jewelry on them. Whenever they followed them, they made their way over toward one of the entranceways to the underground of the academy. They weren't able to get down because the keypad was seemingly destroyed, and they couldn't get to one of the other entrances because there was a crime scene.
Yeah, I wonder what happened there.
So you're telling me that one of the entrances to the underground part, that, you know, the one that we used before, the service entrance, was having its thing destroyed?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, whenever Gray put his hand there, it seemed to work. Because from what you guys remember, you guys were told that Gray was one of the people that apparently could unlock the area beneath the school.
Yeah. Again, this is something we'll do when we get back, and we'll probably take Kenneth and
Kenneth and Rhea.
Kenneth and Rhea with us. And probably we need all three of them, and we probably need to take Jones as well.
Well, if we need all three of them, we can at least be sure that they're not going to be doing anything until they get the other two as well, right?
Right.
So not a priority. Let's figure out what's happening here.
Exactly. This, then we'll deal with the rest of that when we get back, yeah?
I mean, you can do whatever. I was just saying that we should all be aware of that before anything.
Oh, no, I agree.
All right, single file line. Grab your buddy.
And when we can get over the buddy system.
Pit just seems to grab Gregor.
I'm okay with this. Bye, guys.
I thought I was a buddy too. Okay.
I got two hands. Get over
here. Just come over here. There we go.
As you look like you're going to be dragging them over, you see that Cecilia does seem to, at that point, like look over toward where Price was, because again, they're also somebody who was attacked by Price recently. As all of you guys head to leave, you guys wanting to search the Eclipse for any kind of information, any kind of things that may happen until apparently the exhibition match is going to be happening later tonight. I think we're going to end things there for the night as we get to our, like, probably 5th straight game without a duel.
Hey.
Shit happens, man. You didn't give me the chance to duel anyone. That's on you.
Yeah, we had to get to the Eclipse. We had to get to do stuff.
I also drew a catastrophe, so, you know, there wasn't a chance for a duel to happen.
All that being said,
it's fine.
Day 15 of no duels. How dare you? With all of you making your way out, the group that is the least amount of actual hurt happening, with Bridget and Rayman just been like, we're actually sightseeing. I don't know what's going on with you guys.
Just having fun. They're just chilling.
How do you think they have the palm trees growing under here? They're probably fake. No, they're real.
The two of them are like on a low-key date now. Turns out Raymond was the rebound that Bridget needed.
As all of you go to start making your way away, boop, 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 we will come back to all of you next time as you traverse your way through the Eclipse, potentially seeing if you can find any information out of the populace while you're waiting for your main information to come, with Taliesin having another reason to hate the Monchome group upon hearing what happened with Steel.
More hatred in his heart forever.
You know, Angela, you don't have to do anything. Just get me into contact with any like hackers or anybody else that could give me some pretty good information about the Monchome group. And
not a single person's gonna tell you shit about the Monchome group, bud.
I mean, there's like one person we could try.
But
And you see, she's the evil boss lady, who's that lawyer.
yeah, just call up evil version of Gregor's mom.
Hey,
just
I
be
know
like-
that you make money out of them, and you would hate it if I threw them down. But could you give me dirt on them anyway, so I can take them down?
Hey, you never
quickly?
know, man. Maybe they'll
Yeah.
like that.
You
It's
can be like, hey, mom, they attacked my friends. Could you give me some dirt so they can't do that again?
Or hey mom,
Sorry, hon. I hired them to spy on Priska.
or hey mom, I just got through my business classes and I realized I want to overthrow one of the highest grossing
Hey,
people in the government.
I realized. Why wait?
Why wait when I can overthrow them now, and then we have all of their money?
I mean, you could do that. You could be like, hey, for the tournament, I'll put a clause where I take all your assets.
I mean, it's not family money if I own it.
Exactly.
Exactly. But yes, with all that being said, if there's no duels next game, that is all on you guys.
I'm trying.
Because
I
there
mean,
are going to be many opportunities, I think.
I mean, I think Talzin is. Are you gonna be here next week, Emerald, or not?
I'm not going to be here next week.
It's fine.
means-
Really, we're
Taliesin
going to go next week, and Tally's gonna be knocked out immediately.
Tally is looking at it through his own stuff. He's using his own understanding of the lay of the eclipse, and he's going off by himself. And you know what? The blind girl can go too.
Man,
And the
that's so-
blind
that
girl
guy
was
gets so
there as
kidnapped.
well.
That guy gets so kidnapped.
Gonna get some cards to fill out this plant deck and blah.
That's what he said.
Just
and then
fucking
he died.
actual Chaz come up behind you. It's just like, Chaz it up. Don't go against the Manjo Maker.
Literal Chaz.
Just actual Chaz.
I'm gonna make you wear cement shoes. Throw you off the pier.
How are you still talking after I knocked you out? You just slide for slime.
I'm better than you, that's why.
I hope everybody
I was raw before I was a slifer.
I hope everybody has a good time. Hope everybody has a good day today. We're gonna end things off here. Until next time, guys. Like always. Later days.
Bye.
I'm falling into a hole.